Silence, where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chanting shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's coves and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens galaxies within, ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, hello, and welcome on in, my friends, to session number 14 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. We're going to go ahead and dive straight into this thing. Making sure my voice modulator wasn't on, that'd be weird. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive straight into the crew and get the session rolling. There's a lot of things happening right now and a lot of things that we'd like to get done tonight. So thank you all for hanging out. We greatly appreciate it.
Also, sorry, I have not responded in the group because I realized I muted the wrong group and I didn't mute my friend group. I muted the D&D group.
We know who your real friends are. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Just before we dive into it, one of our children came down with a fever pretty suddenly at bedtime. So just on the off chance that he wakes up and needs some TLC, we may have to step away, or at least one of us may have to step away to address that. So we've dodged the illness all year, and we've been laughing it up, and here it comes.
Yeah, no one is safe.
No. We did an at-home flu test. It came up negative, so I'm just hoping it's some stupid little virus with a fever. That would be the best case scenario, because shitting and puking doesn't sound appetizing with a house of 5.
No.
Or with a house of 1 or 2.
Oh, you guys got that straight down there.
Yeah, we do down here. Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, our oldest, he came home right before, I think it was right before the winter break, and he's like, yeah, my classmate today, she stood up and then puked all over the floor and ran out of the room crying, and I was like, oh shit. It's like, you didn't go near it, did you?
Yeah, all the lights in the house dimmed very suddenly. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. Okay, anyways. So, let's do a quick session recap from session 13, which began on Winnell the 2nd, 4253 PFH at 2:30 p.m. So the group began to investigate the campsite, and Dench found the remains of what appeared to be quite the bloody conflict, which included goblinoid blood and fish scales and fins. Payne attempted to climb a rock to keep watch, but couldn't quite muster the strength. After giving up, he noticed something moving in the water and called out for the group just in time for the fishmen to launch their attack. The battle was bloody, and during the conflict, Payne was killed and partially eaten, but in the end, the group stood as victors. The remaining 3 members set out the bodies of the fishmen, Payne, and the 4 goblin skeletons that they found tied to a small effigy on the beach. The group found a small tunnel on the side of a large stone in the shallows. Dench swam down to investigate and came back up after bumping his head. Afterwards, he and Amelia made the full swim and found an underwater cave system. After finding a large pool of blood near the entrance, they decided to swim back to the surface. The group then put the fishmen in the water, covered the tunnel with broken boat bits, and decided to take an extended rest period after bringing Payne back to the cart. So, XP for last session was 100 XP for the fishmen encounter, 40 RP, which gave everybody 140. Canis, you only claimed 40 of that. However, that does level you. So, since everybody has leveled, and from what I am understanding from the group chat from the week, you guys are actually planning on taking a long rest instead of that short rest. So why don't we go ahead and have everybody go ahead and roll their HP, and then you can all take your time to level up whenever it is fit for you to do so. Hey, that's not bad, damn.
I'm sorry. So it is okay for us to do the leveling now if it's relatively quick?
Yeah, go ahead and, yeah, you can
Okay.
take care of it. Or, you know, I mean, it's probably, there's so much roleplay that's going to be happening, just do it at your leisure. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and do the official level. Damn, Dench.
So you're not ambushing us. Got
Oh,
it.
nope, didn't say that.
He's just gonna do it while we're leveling.
I'll just do it as soon as you wake up. That's the whole point of the ambush.
Yeah, can you do it 4 hours after we wake up, please?
All right, and Payne, I didn't see your roll come across.
I was gonna ask, but then I thought, well, maybe I should just wait until I'm not dead. Or would you like me to roll?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll. Because if you stay
Okay.
dead, then I mean it is what it is, and if not, then I don't have to worry about pulling this chart back up in the future.
D8, correct?
I
think
for
there's a way
clerics,
to do it. I forgot.
Yeah, it's your hit die, so I believe clerics are a D8. Canis, what's your con modifier?
I'm screwing it up, sorry.
No, it's okay. You can just roll a custom
0.
D8 if you want. 0. Okay, understood. Weak bitch.
I
Actually,
got 2 and that's what I get.
you know what? To be fair though, you did roll 2 8s before that, so that's not too bad. Well, I guess you didn't really roll 2 8s. You got 8
I
at
rolled
first
1 8
level.
and got 8.
Okay, and Payne, what is your con modifier? 2?
3.
3? Look at you. Damn, coming back hardy as hell. Well, or maybe not coming back. I don't know.
He's coming back.
Don't be so optimistic. We don't know. I'm just kidding.
I should say it as lyric. Oh, he's coming back.
I'm hopeful. Okay, you guys can go ahead and take that time to level then, as you see fit. And let me just jump to my notes. Okay, so actually, hang on. Yeah, so we are beginning today. So it is Winnell. Let me see. It is Winnell the second still, 4253 PFH, and it is 4:30 in the afternoon. So we had about 2 hours that lapsed last session. Okay. So you guys have just returned to the cart. You have put Pain in the back along with the items you took from the fishmen, and you guys had kind of retreated back to Pearl, you know, a few hundred yards back. I have you on this map just to kind of get us away from the actual beachhead. You guys are out a distance. You can see the water from here, but you can't really, you know, there's no way anything is going to quickly get to you. Unless they dash bonus action. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that's that. You guys have gotten back here. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. I will go ahead and hit some ambient music, and you guys let me know exactly what you want to do or how you want to go about this.
I did have something I wanted to try before we officially tried the long rest, which I mentioned to you earlier what I was thinking about doing. So we can sake of brevity it if it doesn't work.
You just remind me because there were so many things that we talked about in the last 7 days.
So Lyra wants to try to summon Canis using the tattoo, like putting her focus on the tattoo as she's trying to summon. If it doesn't take off, then she would be like, okay, well, I fucking tried.
Sure. Can you just explain to me, like, what, I mean, what are you, are
She would
you
s-
activating something?
Yeah,
Are you
so she
using it?
would-
Like, what are you doing?
She would set up, so the first thing she would try to do is set up like she would the normal ritual for that, which would be, because I don't have the components, which is the issue, obviously. So yeah, so she would like set it up. She would just get everything set like she would if she was doing the ritual. Obviously, sans the shit that she needs, like the incense and stuff. And as she sits down, she would put her focus to the tattoo and put her hand on it. And I guess it would kind of be like trying to activate it. Is how she would be focusing it on it to see if she can bring Canis back.
Sure. I'm maybe you're misunderstanding. I'm looking. What are you casting?
Find familiar.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, you got a book full of rituals, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sit down. So you guys load Pain into the cart. You kind of get yourselves situated. You know, take a breather after everything that just transpired. You take 10 minutes. You draw your ritual circle. You get everything kind of laid out. You flip your book open to find familiar, and then you attempt to use the tattoo as a focus.
Yeah, pretty much like trying to activate it like I would an item, or use it like I would the components that I need for it, and see if either one will work.
Sure. Yeah. So you begin to read through the ritual, and when it gets to the sections where it is requiring the brazier and the incense, you instead attempt to focus on the tattoo. Through the incense, not really anything happening. You get to the part where, you know, everything has to be lit, and the incantation then would be, you know, kind of fonted into the brazier. Nothing happens.
Okay. She looked disappointed, for sure, but not surprised. What? And Amelia and Dench, I assume you're kind of chilling, like hanging out, having settled in at that point.
I think Amelia, for her part, kind of paused. Like she would go to start putting back on her armor from where she had doffed it pre-swim last time. And just kind of paused in that act, mostly calming herself down again, and is just kind of focused on something else, evidently.
Yeah, and Dench would have sat down, kind of, you know, on his bedroll, and now he's just kind of like meticulously like cleaning his gear as best he can with what he has, which is also just covered in blood and grime.
Okay.
So it's almost like he's just like mushing grime around everywhere else and trying his
You
best with
took
what
a
he's
salt
got.
bath.
I did.
Yeah, that's true. So Lyra would position herself where she'd be sort of like in between both of you, I guess. Dench and Amelia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you guys were in the watery hole, I had some time to think. And I just hear me out here. Not as fear, doubt, okay? If we go back in to the fish people's home like this, we're a fractured group, we're under resourced, we're missing two people. I am, if we want to put this logically, about 90% sure at least one of us isn't walking out of there, possibly all of us. I am not willing to pretend otherwise just because stopping feels inconvenient or cowardly, because it is neither. Right now, we are choosing just between delay and death, not between bravery and retreat. And she kind of looks at Dench with that last part, especially. I have a proposition, and I just want you to consider it with logic in mind. Take the emotion out of it as best as you can, okay? Because that's sometimes what I have to do too. I just tried to summon Canis, and it didn't work. I have one other thing I want to try. I'm not expecting that will work either. And it shouldn't cost us anything, but it could help us a ton. But I think we need to take a long rest. Obviously not as a luxury, it's an investment, we need it. We're depleted. If we try anything right now, we're in a lot of trouble. But then I think that especially if trying to summon Canis doesn't work the second time, we have no choice but to go back to town. We can go back to town, go back to Willow Hollow. We can talk to people about taking out a loan to bring Pain back. It happens all the time. It's easy. I can get the components. We can get Canis back, and we return as a whole party, focused, reinforced, most importantly, alive, and heighten our chances of actually doing what we want to set out to do today. If we try to do it now, if we're worried about succeeding, if that's why we're trying to rush into this, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We have to be a whole party. We signed up as a whole party. And they didn't teach me much in school about being out in the wilderness and surviving that way, but they sure as hell taught us when you're in the shit how to survive. Sometimes that's running, and sometimes that is taking the gift of time you have beforehand to think things through. She clearly steps off her soapbox at that point and just looks at both of you.
It took nearly everything we had to get out here. Plus some.
You're not wrong. But is that stuff worth us not getting out at all? And if we leave Payne's body out here and something happens to us in there, then we have completely gotten rid of any of his chance to come back. And that's not fair to him either.
What about the stone?
The stone's not going anywhere. And if it does, we'll track it down.
How? I mean, we don't know if they're going to take it to somewhere else and infect another town or whatever. Maybe somebody does come through here, discovers these fish people, massacres them better than we apparently could have, and then finds the stone, takes it away.
And that's certainly a possibility. But the fun part is we have experienced one of these crazy stones, and it doesn't seem like they take them and flaunt them. They hide them to keep them. So it's much more likely they're going to keep it hidden so nobody else gets to it. And if they don't...
Countless people.
Hmm?
And kill countless people.
They're going to do that if they kill us first, and then there's nobody to stop them.
All right. Well, there is also the maybe unlikely possibility that we did, in fact, kill all the fish people, and maybe there was nothing left in there, but I don't know. That does seem like a little bit of a long shot.
There was something down there. Something spoke to me.
Oh, didn't you do your detecting thing down there?
I don't I don't know what I sensed or didn't sense down there.
Did you sense anything?
Um, movement, mostly.
You know who's really good at seeing things that don't want to be seen? It's Canis. Canis is really good at seeing things that don't want to be seen.
You said you have another idea to bring him back.
Yeah, sometimes I overcomplicate things. I just did a whole ritual, but maybe if I just try to use the tattoo as an item, maybe he'll come back.
What does that
But
mean? Like,
She puts her hand on the tattoo and tries to activate the item to find familiar, and specifically thinks about Canis just to see if it works.
Nothing happens.
Well, that was it.
what? Uh, not to be, well, anything but what was it?
Oh, she'll point at the tattoo. I was hoping I'd be able to cast the spell from the tattoo, but I could not.
so what is the tattoo then? Just a reminder that Canis exists somewhere? Is that all that really is then?
Well, it's either a reminder for that or it's a reminder that I lost him. But either way, I need to go back to Willow Hollow. And her tone kind of, and even her demeanor changes completely.
Well, yeah, you may be right. We may need to regroup. I would like to, in the morning, just take a look at the barricade, and if it's been, I guess, compromised or it's been, taken down, then obviously there are individuals still in the area, and we do need to run. But if not, maybe, like I said, maybe we get lucky and there's nobody in there. But I suppose I shouldn't be making these decisions anyway. Yeah, you're right. Let's go back to Willow Hollow and figure it out from there.
What? Hang on. What do you mean you shouldn't be making these decisions?
Dench is having just a hard time. And her eyes will go like over to the cart where Payne's body is, and then she'll try to lock eyes with you, Amelia. It's been difficult for all of us.
You're. And Amelia will briefly meet Lyra's gaze and then turn kind of back to Dunch. That's. None of this was your fault. You know that, right?
In fact, I don't. The fact it was, I made a choice of who to support in that fight. I made the choice to support Lyra instead of Payne, and that got Payne killed.
Well, so
Yeah.
here's the thing. Usually the wizard is the one that you should jump in front of. It just so happens that I am more badass than most wizards. That
And
is
that
not
is-
your fault.
And that was my fault. I should know your abilities. I should know that you could cut one of those fish people in half with almost one swing. But instead, I did not support Payne, and he was killed because of that.
Counter argument. Maybe I was feeling empowered because you were standing next to me, and if you hadn't come over, maybe I wouldn't have done as well as I did. That was a rock and a hard place, and it is not fair for you to squish yourself between them.
And less counterpoint, because I'm not going to withstand a debate with a wizard. You weren't the only one making decisions in that fight.
That's true.
It wasn't you and you alone. I chose where to stand, where to heal, where to put my shield, Lyra chose where to use her blades. I distinctly remember the taste of healing potions. Thank you, by the way. But it wasn't one of us there. It wasn't one of us that let pain down. Not every road is an easy or a smooth one, and if we learn from this and when we bring him back, that's what matters.
I actually agree completely. An experience is not worth going through unless you learned something. You learned something. And it may not even be applicable every time we fight. Also, you knowing what I'm capable of after us fighting together sort of 2 times, you know that's not how it works.
Speaking of learning things, though, Amelia's going to like slide off the bracer that she had like half put on and kind of fold up her armor again. I think you should wear this instead of me, Dutch.
What, your braces?
My armor.
Oh, I can't wear that. I need to wield my bow. It's too big and clunky.
But it wouldn't. How does it?
What kind of armor do you have, by the way? Is it chainmail?
Something like that. 1 second.
I think it's a chain shirt.
Chainmail.
Oh, touche. Damn, fancy.
Why do you think I'm so fucking broke?
Not fair.
That and I give all my money away, but
You
that's
give
not
all
the
your
point.
money away. Gambling
I
problem.
mean, it's not the quietest, but why you couldn't shoot in it?
In my experience, heavy armor tends to get in the way. Right? Chainmail is heavy armor.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In my experience, heavy armor tends to get in the way of needing to aim and needing to maneuver and needing to be quiet from time to time. I appreciate it, thank you, but no, please, no. Keep your armor.
Then we should find a way to reinforce what you have. Lyra's got whatever that I don't want to insult you by saying the wrong thing. Tensor's armor?
Her smile gets so stupid big. Well, that's what it's called now. I'm sure Tensor probably created it. It's just called mage armor. But yes, it is extremely useful. And if I could cast it on others, I absolutely would. Maybe someday I'll be able to do something like that.
And to be fair, you have gone down way more than I have so far. Not to call things out, but I mean, you tend to be on the front line. I tend to try to be in the back line, launching arrows and such. And also, I am, though I am unarmored mostly, I am pretty hefty, hard to put down
You
and
know,
keep down.
now that I think of it, we did practice casting it on each other before. I think I actually can as long as you're not wearing armor.
Well, I mean, I do have this vest, which is
Do you feel like it protects you a decent amount? Because this plays off of your ability to be agile in combat.
you're talking about just mage armor, right? That just brings it
Yeah.
up to 13.
Yeah, no, it takes it 13 plus your dex modifier.
Ah, I see.
Might be even better. Maybe you can doff your armor, be even more agile, and maybe I can help you out.
I mean, that takes up resources.
Yeah,
Well,
and
maybe we'll find some better armor eventually, I'm sure. But
Well,
there's no need
until
to.
that eventually happens, if it's something that would help. Lyra, does that mage armor, does that require holding your focus on it the entire
Sure
time?
doesn't. It sure doesn't. And it's the equivalent of what, from what I understand, a chain shirt. So the benefit of a chain shirt, typically, is what it would give you. But all over, not just your chest.
That is interesting.
I tried to ward you a little, but I don't think it worked very well. I could feel it slip away almost as soon as I had done it, mostly because I found the ground, but that's not the point there.
Well, I'll just say I'll save a spot in my head for you, Dench. And if we find ourselves in a position that you have to accept it. So I don't want to just cast it on you if you're not interested. I'm not one to force things on people, but
I don't. If I need to be unarmored, that means I need to take off my current armor, and right? That's kind of what that means.
yeah, it's from my understanding, if you don armor, then it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Right.
I think Tensor gets offended.
That's fair.
And I
All right.
like to, I want to, she'll go over to you, Dench, and you're sitting, you said, right?
Yeah.
She'll kind of squat down in front of you. Not that she really needs to because she's short as shit. I just want to say, I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings. You've been through it, and your feelings are valid. But just try to be a little nicer to my friend.
Your friend.
It's you. You need to be nicer to yourself.
I see what you did there.
She'll just kind of smile and give a nod and stand up.
That's something I've been working on.
If your focus is on the things that went wrong and the things you could have done differently, you're constantly looking backwards instead of at the path ahead. We need to figure out how to make the right choices going forward, not live in what ifs.
Protect the healer. That's needs to be priority one all the time, I suppose. And I'm not gonna keep harping on myself then. But
That is
priority number one: protect the healer.
that is something actually we should likely discuss. How, if we do end up needing to split apart within a field, I don't even know what to call it, how we should do that.
Well,
She
I've
she stops immediately when Lyra says
I've had an idea. I get to keep learning more and more spells, and some of them, it's like they just pop into my head, and the ones that pop into my head are the ones that I think I should probably focus on when I feel like I can learn something new. And one of them, I think, is going to be Misty Step. It's been kind of calling to me, and I think I'm going to answer its call. So that could help a lot with this situation. If we need to branch off somewhere, or if I need to get back to you guys, it would be easy to do. I can get all over the battlefield, and the more I answer the calling of this weird magic song, the more I realize I can really I can get around the battlefield. So we'll figure it out as we go. We're all still learning about ourselves and about each other right now, and that's okay.
did you just overly rationalize faith?
I hope not.
It's calling to you, answering the call, think that you need to follow it.
Oh, I was talking about magic. You can call it faith if you want to.
And she'll just kind of
Oh.
smile and nod a little.
It's all crazy shit to me. I don't know. Between the faith and the magic, it's all kind of the same. Sorry,
I think-
Lyra.
That's
I
okay.
think they can be a lot closer than people often realize, myself included there.
I think you're
Um,
right. Yeah.
I'm not particularly fast. I tend to trust in my armor to keep me safer than I probably should.
Well, I think if we're and obviously we're probably going to run into something on the way back, but we need to make sure we rehab this conversation when the party is whole. Because I think this is part of what we've lacked is a true understanding of our capabilities or maybe even where we expect our capabilities to go. I thought I was going to be like my grandfather. I didn't know I was going to be using blades and everything. He just sort of, blew stuff up.
I didn't know I would become an initiate, a paladin, or anything that seems to come with that. I don't know where my path is going, but I think that's often the way of followers of the Wanderer. So that's probably actually not a bad thing as much. Not the point.
We should okay, so plan. We're gonna go back, it sounds like. Unless, somebody comes out and says, we're so sorry we attacked you, please take this crazy stone. If that happens, that'd be super. I'm not anticipating it.
That would be convenient, yeah.
That's not how the world works, as we know. So we'll head back to Willow Hollow. Um, and, damn it, Lucy. We'll head back to Willow Hollow, and I'm gonna see if I can find us an investor of sorts. Basically, what we're gonna look for is, hey, we need to bring our friend back. Can you please invest in him so that we can do what you need done? And we'll have to kind of pay that off. If that doesn't work, we can take out an actual loan. But that's a
Why would we not go through either Mistress Rosanna or some of the people we all already know?
well, there's a set of people you guys don't know that I know that I was actually thinking about too.
Do you know some, what, seedy people? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if you'd call my parents seedy.
Oh, huh. Sorry.
Well, maybe you would. I don't know. But I thought we I did not think about I didn't even tell them I was leaving town. Um so, but they knew I was signing up for stuff, so it was a possibility. So that was kind of my thought was maybe
So
we
you're gonna ask your parents for money?
maybe or who they would suggest we could talk to. My mom has a lot of connections. I mean, she's well known. My grandfather obviously was well known, but he can't exactly lend us money because he is dead
And put the damper on things.
a little bit.
If we go back, we can't stay long. We need to come back and finish this.
Right.
And we need to set a pretty grueling pace.
That's fine.
At least on the way back.
That's fine. I don't disagree with that at all. And I also agree. I mean, I'm not planning on going home and offering to mow their lawn for a week. I want to I want to find a solution so we can get back out here and get this resolved. It does bother me that we weren't able to get it this time around. But as you know, I like to apply logic to things. And I could not even argue against myself with going in there with just the three of us. So if we want to be successful, then we got to be whole.
I worry about turning away from the path that's led us here. The very, very clear signs.
Well, what did you hear when you were in there? You said you heard that something talked to you. Was it your God that talked to you?
She's quiet for a moment. I don't know who or what I heard. It, whatever it was, it just said, and then she says a word in celestial,
Okay,
which I don't know if either of you understand.
I do.
I
I do.
don't know what that
Okay,
means.
so-
What is that?
For Lyra, she would have said, run.
Okay, so let's theorize and apply logic here. If it was your God and your God told you to run, she'll look over it then when she says it, then I think it's even riskier to not listen, right? Because then you're outright disobeying your God, as opposed to, hey, maybe go that way. And then there's like an arrow.
We did also hear those creepy voices from the tongue jar. You know,
This wasn't
those telling
Not
us
that.
terrible things. No?
This wasn't that, and I'm not arrogant enough to think that I would hear Celestian's voice directly.
Maybe that's why he talked to you.
I would that I be wrong in this, but I don't think that was him.
Okay,
Not
so
there in the depths.
again, though, applying logic, if it was, and he told you to run, and then you don't, because I'm guessing it wasn't just run out of here real quick, then if you disobey, you could be in trouble. If it was a bad guy telling you to run, then you listen to the bad guy and maybe your God's already mad at you anyway, so we should probably go to Willow Hollow.
I don't think that logic works the way you think it does.
It does.
Well,
Coming back. We're coming back. But that's not coming back is not on the table. I said it when you guys came out. I'm not dying in a fishman's watery hole.
well, we're thinking about the first thing in the morning. We check what what we were able to set up as what you were able to do as a barricade of sorts. We set that. We might want to leave a sign for if any other travelers come near so that they know to be cautious in this area. And we leave early before first flight, maybe?
We
I think that'd
should.
be wise.
I also there's a lot of stuff on that cart. Were you planning to try to sell that stuff?
What do you mean? You talking about the wool and the?
No, like the bedrolls that have goblin blood and who knows what else on it, and other things of that sort that are damaged and beat to shit and bloody and gross.
Oh, I had only taken the tent down to make kind of a litter to bring back Pain.
That makes sense. But Amelia, didn't you grab tridents and stuff like that too?
I've been gathering what we found. It didn't seem right to just leave it. If it could help if it could be sold to help bring pain back or to get supplies to make some good from the things that were used for harm.
I really appreciate that thought. And I probably would, if I had money, buy that stuff. I grew up around the people in Willow Hollow, and that uh, she seems like she's trying to figure out how to reword what she was about to say.
We don't
Uh,
need all that gear. We can dump most of it, I think, or at least leave it here for now. But yeah, the sorry, the gross goblin leather and armor and long and those can stay.
and I was thinking too, Amelia, if you truly want someone to get use out of it, I mean, we could make two signs, one that says beware angry fishmen and one that says free stuff. Because people on the road are going to be, they could actually get some use out of it and it could be used to protect people, which I am sure is what you're going for.
Would it be better to leave it here or to bring it just past to the bridge where we made camp the first night,
If
second
it's
night?
if it won't slow us down too much, like with Pearl, then that's fine. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
would agree. If we need to, if I don't think it adds a terrible amount of weight to her, and she's not burdened at this point. But yeah, we need to put on as much speed as possible. So I don't know. Maybe I would say just leave it here. I would rather not bring it all the way to the bridge because that's what 2 days travel, 3 days travel.
My concern as well is giving people a reason to look closer at this area.
Well, and so here's another thing we should consider. How many people have we seen out this way since we got here? Not talking about our friends that we had go the opposite direction, right? We had the one guy that the oh, I don't remember what his name was, the dwarven feller who was selling stuff.
Oh, yeah,
So many
bird
notes.
drod.
I'm thinking so hard right now.
Bird
You
drod
were
was his name.
faster.
Yes. Bertrand. So we encountered him and we encountered the family, but nobody was coming this direction. So, uh, ugh. I know you want to make sure that everybody you can keep protected stays protected, Amelia, and that is just, and I'm being sincere, it's very admirable. And I think the best way to do it is, like I said, and like Dench said, leave it on the side of the road. We, I think we
Listen,
need.
maybe we could bring it back to the campsite we found the hobgoblin and drop it there. That's a ways away, and it's a good enough camping space. If somebody needs to use it, they have it, and then they have the supplies.
That's a good plan.
You'll find no argument for me. I thought that it might be possible to make some use of it or to get some coin back for the next stage of the travel.
I
But
Yeah.
mean, yeah maybe, but we're talking about like a handful of gold, I think. But
If
I
that,
don't.
and uh,
Yeah,
Willow Hollow is full of a lot of snooty people.
I'll defer to your judgment. I've said my thoughts on it. I have no strong opinions on the matter.
Okay. All right. So the plan as it stands right now is we're going to all take a long rest. In the morning, nice and early. Well, actually, if there's any way for me to have some time, I'd like to learn I'd really like to focus in and get a good grip on my Misty Step uh, spell. It does take some time. I need like 4 hours.
take all the time you need.
All right. I don't want to delay us too much. At this point, it's what, like 5:15 or something.
Yeah, right around there. Yeah, because you guys have been
Okay.
chatting for like 45 minutes.
So I'll take first watch with whoever, so that way I can sleep and then get up early enough to study, so I don't delay us too much.
With the three of us, we may need to have it down to one per watch,
Okay.
because nobody's getting sleep that way.
So Lyra, you're taking first watch then,
Yeah.
so that you can sleep and then okay.
Yeah, because then I can get up a little
Right.
earlier to study.
Yeah, because if you take last watch and study at the same time, you ain't
Really
watching
not-
shit. No, not
Oh,
that.
at the
You
same
just
time.
you would be you
Yeah.
wouldn't even get a perception check if something rolled up on you. You'd be too
Right.
focused on your studies.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Dench will take a second watch, I think.
Okay. Understood. All right. So, am I just so I don't step on anybody wanting to RP or do anything else? Are you guys good with moving then into the long rest?
Yes, and Dench will also set up a hunting trap with a hunting trap kind of a little ways beachward.
Okay. Sounds
Like
good.
maybe like 100 feet out from the camp.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and I'll just put the little circle down here so that we know there's a hunting trap between you guys and the beachhead.
And I think we still have 84 pounds of hog meat, so bacon.
So bacon. I would definitely eat some bacon.
Okay. Why don't you guys had some well, you can find driftwood that's come up far enough without any issue. Lots of boats that sail into the inlet of Ankmir unfortunately get smashed against the giant rocks that are jutting out from it. So there's lots of driftwood. So if you guys want, you don't have to burn your own wood. And then we'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys can eat the hog's meat. It's not going to make it the whole trip back, so you guys can easily eat it for the next couple of days, but after that it's going to start getting funky. Start turning colors.
Yeah.
Never had blue bacon before. Okay, so anybody else just before I narrate?
Was there a cook set up at that camp, by the way? That was one of the
There
things I was excited to see.
So there wasn't like a cook setup. There was like a spit, but the spit had, I mean, it was, a couple of pieces of driftwood and a spear, but that was all beat to shit.
Okay. All right, never mind then. Yeah, he would have been looking out for that when he was there. He's not going to go back to the camp now, but
Yeah, you recall when you were doing the investigatory work where all the blood was that, yeah, like they were roasting something at some point, but it got this shit whooped out of it, so. Okay, but again, for the sake of brevity, you can easily cook some of the hog's meat. You guys can fill your bellies. We won't do like ration stuff until tomorrow, and that will just be for Pearl. Actually, you know what though? Yeah, we'll still stick with the ration portion because she can graze right now. There's plenty of foliage for her to graze on, but going into like the actual first day of travel, you'll need to feed her. So, okay. All right, so you guys go into your long rest. Anybody who has done their level can officially long rest yourself, so you get everything set in place. Lyra, go ahead and give me a perception check. Lucky for you, first watch is pretty uneventful. However, as you begin to approach like the midnight hour, which is about the time where, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's probably more along the lines of like the 1:30 to 2 a.m. hour when you're going to get Dench up. You're like, you squat down, and it's a clear night, a little bit on the chilly side, and there's a lot of additional wind coming in from the inlet, which is normal, but it is cold. As you are kind of getting ready, you're kind of like reaching down to Dench. Amelia, who is she meditates, right? Am I correct in understanding that, or does she sleep?
Nope, I sleep.
Okay.
I got enough human blood in me.
Okay. So Amelia is sleeping, and she kind of turns over, like facing the the softly burning coals of the campfire, and you hear her. She says something, and you're like, oh, she's talking in her sleep. And you kind of put your hand on Dench's shoulder, and you look back over and you hear her say something a little bit louder, and you kind of like peek up and around to kind of get a clearer look at her, and she's facing you guys, and you see her eyes are wide open, but her face is completely relaxed, and she's taking deep slumbery breaths, and you can see nothing but black where her eyes would be, and what appears to be a shifting night sky in the blackness.
That is really cool.
Amelia, as you rest, the first part of your sleep is pretty uneventful. As you begin to fall into the deep partial meditative and partial actual sleepy slumber, you find yourself kind of being pulled in this dreamlike state, semi-dreamlike state. It's almost like a lucid dream. Like you have little bits and pieces of control, but you don't really have control where you're going. You look down, you can see your hands, but you are in a black void, and you are moving rapidly through what appears to be starlight. Your body suddenly comes to a halt, and you feel there's almost like a tether where your belly button is, not connected to your belly button, but around that area, and it kind of stops you, and you're hovering there in this void of stars, and you hear something.
Amelia?
That a familiar voice?
Sounds a hell of a lot like the voice you heard yesterday.
Okay, well, obviously I'm gonna try and figure out where the fuck the voice is coming from.
It seems to be in front of you, above you, below you, all around. It is ever present.
Okay. It's the same kind of nervous habit she has, and when she's awake, she'd do the like reaching for the holy symbol, that kind of fidgety, like comfort item movement. And it would just be she'd stay quiet, just trying to figure out what the hell.
Yeah, so as you touch the holy symbol, kind of in like that nervous habit that she has, Dench, who I would assume now Lyra has kind of been like, time to get up. Dench, you're just kind of barely waking up. You guys see a flash from, again, over by Amelia, and as you look over and you see her eyes still wide open, her face totally slack jaw because she is asleep, you see the once kind of dull, tarnished, very normal looking holy symbol around her neck flare to life, and you see this activated form of it, where stars appear to be swirling around the chain, kind of winking in and out of existence, and it creates probably a good, candlelight's worth of light glowing off of it. Amelia, go ahead.
Nope, I didn't say anything. I laughed at the comments in chat that threw me off so much.
Ah.
I think seeing her eyes that way, it would have been like a when I went to wake up Dench, I would start shaking him, and I'm just staring at her, and then I'd say, look at her eyes," and then that thing would glow. Uh,
What the fuck?
uh yeah, well articulated. I don't know the fuck, Amelia.
Does this look concerning? Does this look like more like she's having a dream, or she's just like, does this
I'm
look like she's possessed by her tongue? Basically, is where I'm going with this.
she's not saying
Weird
anything.
thing to say.
Yeah, no, it is a weird thing to say, but I mean, this is a
But
weird,
necessary.
it doesn't look like she's possessed by anything. She's not up and moving around. She's breathing heavy just like she would be asleep. It just her eyes are open and you see the kind of blackness of the eyes and like the starlit night scene kind of moving around in her eyes. But again, she's taking deep heavy breaths like she is dead asleep and her holy symbol happens to be like active.
I've never watched her sleep before, so I do not know if this is.
I mean, on every watch I've been on, she hasn't done this.
She is a star person. Maybe, I mean, she just realized she's a paladin. Maybe this is her paladinism.
I mean, her symbol is glowing, so I guess that could be a good thing.
Celestine's not evil, right? I mean,
Now you're both pretty confident that they wouldn't put an evil god's temple right in the middle of like multiple major capital cities.
Makes sense.
I don't, I just, I don't want to ruin like a religious trance, but I also don't want to leave her to
Yeah.
some kind of terrible sleepy death.
Yeah. I don't. I'm the same way. I'm not going to touch her or disturb her until it's her watch. If
Yeah.
she gets worse, if she gets up and starts walking away, obviously I'm gonna intervene. But right now, I think probably best to just let her figure out what's going on in there. I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to wake up sleepwalkers, so
Right. Well, yeah. But if she
Yes.
does start walking to the beach, obviously that's a problem.
yeah, please wake
So,
her up at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Why don't
Okay.
you get some rest? I got the watch.
Okay. If she gets any creepier, feel free to wake me up.
All right. I mean,
Also,
it's a sliding scale, but all right.
it is a sliding scale. Also, I know this will be quick. I know you retired your firearm for reasons. I didn't want to bring it up in front of everyone. It might be time to bring it back. And then she just goes to her bedroll.
Okay. So jumping back over to the night sky and void. Amelia, you heard what you heard, and you are fiddling with your holy symbol, which you look down and notice it does flare into activity.
I think she just kind of seeing that just kind of closes her hand around it and then looks up and takes a moment to kind of look and see where she is, realize surrounded by stars, and kind of just see, do the looking for the constellations, looking to see if this is familiar. She's looking for the things to ground herself amidst the sky.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. There is a lot going on around you. I mean it is like you are in the center of the cosmos and they are moving rapidly around you. But you do feel that you see little bits and pieces of starlight that you can easily identify, though they move rapidly around you as if they're being controlled or toyed with. And there is a presence all around you that is very, very powerful. Like the entity, whatever this thing is, has got you in its realm by your waist and nothing bad has happened to you. There's not a feeling of dread. There's a feeling of peace, if nothing else.
Just in common, just a what is all this?
Home.
There's more here than I could ever have imagined. She's very much even her tone would be just very cautious as she's trying to get a sense of things. She's had multiple voices in her head lately, and she doesn't want to immediately hope that it's all well and good. But she has no idea.
There are things we need to discuss, Amelia, daughter of the stars.
Well, it seems like I'm in a good place to listen.
I spoke yesterday, not because you were worthy, but because you were willing. Arrogance would have claimed the voice. Humility questioned it. That is why you are here now. You believed yourself too small to hear me. I believed you strong enough to listen. Now, I offer you an opportunity to prove yourself worthy, daughter of the stars. Swear your oath before the heavens.
Like there's a long moment as she just kind of processes that.
As she's
There's
processing, there's a moment where you almost feel anticipation and hesitation on the other end of this conversation, and ahead of you, in the vast void that is this starlit sky, there is a vortex of galaxies that spin together ahead of you and slowly form this.
okay, that's cool as fuck.
Look, I told you I've been waiting 10 fucking years for this, okay? I got you.
You're gonna have me making some warlock pact. Okay. I'm gonna ask two questions because I am way too paranoid after being in too many of your campaigns. Is this Does this appearance look like any depiction that I've seen?
100% textbook yes. Of the
Okay.
very few and very high tiered religious texts, which there are very few who actually get to see that, yes, this would be a rough translation.
Okay. Then the second would be I've obviously both channeled and been around uses of divine magic from Celestian followers. Does this feel right? Does it feel like that same sort of energy?
Make a religion check and make it with advantage. You are standing in the presence of God.
Yeah, I don't think she's standing. I'm pretty sure she
Floating, hovering.
Nope, I'm pretty sure she metaphysically hits her knees there when she actually realizes It does. Would she have her normal kind of gear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the
Okay.
most part.
Okay, then very much like facing her god, facing the galaxy, facing the swirling vortex of infinite possibilities. Holy crap. Um, she would um she would go and kind of she'd set her shield in front of her and like rest her sword across it so it's kind of being presented there. As she kneels, her hand of course just fully encapsulates her holy symbol. She's going to take a deep breath and kind of just not even so much steady herself because there's certainty in her mind now, but kind of prepare herself a little bit. And then she's going to speak. Um, she is going to. It's not going to be loud. In fact, it's quiet overall, but it would still be relatively determined. And I'm going to try really hard to not lose my push to talk as I do this. She's going to say, "You who set the stars in their courses and light the long roads between them, I offer you this. I was taught that mercy is not something to be sold, so I swear this. I will never demand coin for compassion, for healing, or for aid. I will give light freely as it was given to me. I swear to be a lantern to those who are lost. I will not turn away from those who wander in darkness or pretend I do not see them. I swear to shield the wayfarer and the vulnerable, and to stand between them and the night, even when I am afraid. I swear to name false lights for what they are, to confront greed, corruption, and comfortable lies, even when they wear holy words or familiar faces. I swear to keep walking, to seek the horizon, to carry the memory of those who came before me, and to leave the road brighter than I found it. And I swear this above all. I will endure. I will not yield to despair. Like the stars, like your stars, I will shine through storm and shadow. By the road beneath my feet, by the light above my head, and by your name, Celestian, I take this oath." And she just bows her head and just goes quiet.
Okay, so there is, as you finish that, Dench, you're kind of sitting, and there's a moment, Amelia, where you see the head of this entity kind of look down, and the what would you would call eyes, if you could call them eyes, kind of flash, and this great light cascades down upon you. And Dench, you, as you're kind of sitting there like, okay, don't do any more creepy shit, you see Amelia's shield, which is laying next to her, flare into an active state, just like her holy symbol is, and it gives off about the same amount of light as like a campfire. She's still not getting up. She's not saying anything. She's not talking in tongues. No red eyes. Nothing creepy. But it's definitely noticeable.
Yeah, Dench just, I guess, instinctively, like, averts his gaze because holy shit, he wasn't expecting a campfire light right in his eyes from right next to Amelia. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, my ass. Fuck, there goes my fucking night vision. Shit.
I had dark vision. Okay, so Amelia, panning back to you. As the cascade of light hits you, you hear.
You've affirmed your oath, and I accept you, Amelia. And you shall go forward and carry my name on your tongue until the end of your days, and I name you the Sentinel of the Celestial Expanse. Now, you are bound to me by this oath, and you shall not break it. For this sacrifice, for this gift, I offer you a small boon in return. I will allow you the opportunity to ask of me 3 questions. 3 questions of your choosing. But there are limitations to my answers, and to what you may inquire about. You cannot ask about other gods' intentions. You cannot ask for advice that involves the harming of any innocent being. And you cannot ask about the far future, only the near present, the present, and the distant past.
I'll give you a second because I know that's a lot to be like, oh fuck. So if you want to just take a second and think about that, you're welcome to.
Yeah, thankfully she's wise enough to not immediately do the like, what? 3 questions? Are you sure? And blow them that way. Yeah, I think she's keeping her head down and processing furiously and desperately wishing her thinky party members were there. And unfortunately, everyone's sleeping, so you can't cut away and give me time to think about this, can you?
We're not in your
Yeah.
weird brain anyway. We don't know what's going on.
You just blinded me with your stupid shield.
It's not stupid.
It's cool, okay.
It's not stupid. You're stupid.
You're stupid. Your shield is stupid. I don't have a shield. Yeah, exactly.
For DM notes, while I'm furiously processing, I sent you what I had said so that you have that for your
Got it.
for
Yep.
your notes.
Thank you.
These stones that we seek, the ones we've been calling star fragments for lack of a better term. How can we help protect people from the influence they carry?
Find them before the weak of mind do. And if you cannot, you must end those who've been taken by their influence and resurrect them from their dead state. This is the Great Reset.
I don't necessarily think it's the smartest, but I'm pretty sure it's Amelia. What can you what can you share about this great reset? We keep hearing it, but I don't I don't understand.
There is nothing to share about the Great Reset. It simply is and will always be. These star fragments that you speak of are no mere stars. The stars are me, daughter. The stars are us, daughter. These fragments come from something far more sinister.
Then looking beyond the the fragments, how can we help protect against this more sinister entity, whatever it is? That's, that's so much. It's. I felt its touch. How can we help protect against that?
There is no protecting against the touch of evil that taints these fragments you speak of, daughter of the stars. The entity they come from is far beyond my reach and far beyond the realms that most can reach. The best way to protect yourself is to give yourself pure focus, root out the evil, and end it.
Little overwhelmed, she's gonna nod, process a little bit.
You've many missions ahead of you. Many missions ahead of you, Sentinel of the Celestial Expanse, and you will guide those around you through goodness, through evil. There are many tasks before you, some that you don't realize are already in the making, and it is a lot of weight to bear, but I would not have chosen you to take the oath that you have pledged before me if I didn't think you were strong enough to handle it. Do not fail me. Do not fail your brothers and sisters.
And when he, or it, says that, the lights from the eyes vroom, kind of recede into the head area, and it gestures out into the expanse around you, and you couldn't even begin to count the number of hundreds of thousands of lights that suddenly sparkle across this black expanse.
It is time to go. Keep your head up. Keep your faith strong. And remember what you've pledged tonight.
Always.
And with that, you feel a yanking sensation backwards out of this great expanse from the belly button area again, and you get pulled down and down and down through the black, through the void, until suddenly you hit your bedroll, and Dench is in the process of waking you up for your watch. And by the way, Dench, the about 15, 20 minutes or so had gone by, and the necklace and the shield had all but gone out. Her eyes closed, and she went back to sleep.
Yeah, I guess noticing, yeah, like so her eyes are closed. So I guess like noticing that's when he'll approach and nudge her awake. Some interesting dreams there, Amelia.
Um, you could say that. Sorry, I didn't disturb your rest or your watch, did I?
Well, definitely made it a little bit more interesting. I'm glad to hear that it wasn't anything bad, I hope. You were talking. You were talking in your sleep, and your eyes were different. But assumed it was something to do with your god because all your stuff started glowing.
Um, it, the short version, yes, very much. The longer version should probably wait until we're all awake.
All right. Well, in the meantime, it's your watch. It's all quiet. So hopefully it stays that way.
Okay. So, Amelia, you get up. Dench goes back to sleep as best as he can after that shit show. And you take over watch. For the sake of brevity, we'll kind of cook it along until morning. Everybody awakes. Lyra a little bit earlier since your watch was first in order to study your spell. Are you doing both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to take you, what is it?
4 hours.
4 hours is 1 hour per spell level. Okay, yeah. And they're
It's-
both
yeah.
So they're both second level.
Second,
Okay, so 4.
yep.
Okay. Okay, so you will need 2 hours after everyone wakes up. Okay, which is easy. So you guys wake up. We'll say it's about 8 a.m. It'll take you till 10 Lyra in order to get your stuff done. But you guys wake up. Amelia, Dench, you guys kind of come to cinders in the campfire, still kind of smoldering. And it is officially the morning of Winnell the 3rd. It is Thursday.
All right, what do you say? What do you say, Amelia? Should we go take a look at the barricade, see if it's still in one piece?
And she'll just nod. She'll, well, how deep was the water going out by that? I don't remember.
Waist. It's like up to your waist.
Well,
Okay.
depending on who you are.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Shut up, you.
Depending on how tall your waist is.
Yeah.
What a
So
waste.
for us reasonably heighted people, it's
Right.
fine.
Yes, yes. Okay. So you guys are going
Let's
to go
go.
on the beach. So, you two head down to the beachhead. And as you two begin to approach the beachhead, you kind of round like where the tent is, and you notice that the boat pieces that were wedged down into that hole have been upturned and kind of moved aside, and you immediately realize that none of the fishmen corpses are there and all of the goblin bones are gone.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. We were doing this all stealthily, by the way. I wasn't like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I got you guys. They got to sleep too. They like to sleep.
Yeah.
They're not going to ambush you right now. In 2 hours. No. Okay.
I don't like the thought of leaving, but
Neither do
it's we have bigger concerns than this. Let's go.
I. And then Dench will go back to Pearl and get her ready for a hard, fast run back.
All right. So, I'm going to put you guys on the overworld map. We'll go ahead and, if you guys are okay with it, now tell me if I'm going too fast. I'm gonna put you on the overworld map here, and
My
go
only
ahead.
question before we potentially take for brevity some of the travel stuff is if Dench is still wounded.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. So you guys would have regained half of your hit dice first and foremost, and then obviously.
I was actually pretty well healed up by the time because I ended up doing the second wind. So I was actually in pretty good shape. So I'm okay.
Pain looks like shit, though. I'm sorry.
You know that whole midsection? I don't have that anymore.
Where did his face go?
When Lyra's done, right before we take off, when Lyra's done studying, usually she kind of gathers her things and, calmly moves about. She snaps her book shut and sort of shoves all her stuff into her bag. Oh, and then she's ready to go.
Okay. All right. So you get Pearl set up, and everybody is okay with. I have some things for when you're moving, but I will happily abbreviate most of the travel stuff unless there's any RP stuff that needs to happen in that intermediary portion.
Don't want to try to extend the time where
Yeah.
Payne and Canis need to just watch.
Trust me, I understand. I'm working on y'all's dime.
Yep, I think Amelia would kind of do the equivalent of just saying, I have information, I'm gonna share it when we're all together again, kind of thing.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we will progress the first day of travel then. I'm just going to take notes here and I'll kind of abbreviate most of this. There's only one potentially big thing, and that's not really all that big even. But so you guys travel the first day. You make great time. Now, because you have already taken this path, I assume you are just following the tire ruts or the wheel ruts all the way back. Minus
rewinding.
Right, minus where you got to the crossroads where Payne got you lost for half a day. Thanks, Payne. And then you can kind of make it from there. So, first day goes without incident. Nothing to see, not anything exciting. It actually gets you guys back to the main path right before the Barrens start, and then moving towards like where you guys would end up by right around where you found Nondrog the Mighty. You rest. Go ahead.
Real quick, yeah. I feel like it's probably worth mentioning that I would have wrapped Payne up in something. He's not just like sitting on top of all of our shit, just sprawl over top of it.
Yeah. No, I figured that was probably the case. And then just remind me again, you are taking all of the spears and all the you're taking everything back with you, or are you guys dumping shit? Just so I know for wagon weight.
I think we were dumping it at this camp, right?
At Nodrog's camp, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, the carried like the weaponry and stuff, the extras, is ignored that. Is about 60 pounds.
But there's cubic space that you have to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
You're full.
What the effect is. So.
It is full, and Pearl's having a little bit of a tough time with it because the spears keep like falling off the side because Payne's big ass is in there, and you still have all your rations and food and supplies. Her food takes up a lot of space. She eats a lot, and those sacks are huge.
The intention would be, yes, to leave it, just making sure that or seeing if Dench needs any of the bows, because there was still a long bow, a short bow in there.
It's just keep one longbow, I guess, and that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
And that could just be kind of like strung onto the side, pretty much.
Yeah, easy. Okay, so you guys, you just, however your party inventory is, dump what you need to, and we'll say that it's at Nondrog's camp, which is still there, by the way, when you get there. The holes are obvious, so you guys kind of move around where the holes are the next morning. The next morning is Winnell the 4th. Go ahead and mark off. You don't need to mark off rations for you guys because you can still eat the hog meat this day, but you need to mark off one ration for Pearl.
How much hog meat are we ticking off, by the way?
It's
per day, is it like
it's
3
not going to
p.m.
matter
or something?
because it's not going to matter because it's going to be completely rotten by the time you guys get to Willow Hollow. It's not going to make it 5 days.
All right, fair enough.
And then after the second night, you'll need to start consuming rations, so you get 2 more days of hog meat out of it. Okay. So you guys.
Somebody already do feed for Pearl, or was that?
Nope, I was just doing the weaponry and gear.
Okay, I'll take off one for Pearl then.
Okay. All right, so you guys wake up the next morning at Nondrog's camp. It's the morning of Winnell the 4th at about 8:30 in the morning, and you travel the majority of the day. However, about 3/4 of the way through the day, you would have noticed it before anybody, Dench. Ahead of you guys in the plains, probably about 1/8 of a mile to the north, and it's like just before you guys are about to hit the bridge to do the crossing, you see 2 dire elk. You see one with a full rack on it and one without, telling you there's 1 buck and 1 doe up there. If you're going to do anything with it. If not, that's okay too. But they're standing from this distance, you would know, being able to see them with as far away as they are, they're easily standing at the shoulder about 9 feet tall.
They're not easily taken down as like a boar or like anything like that, you know.
No. It would take like a.
And those horns, my God.
Yeah, it'd be like a full scouting party that would have to take one of them down.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. They're far off the trail, or they're like in the middle of the trail, just like staring us for us to pass through them.
No. You can walk right past them. They're off the trail north of you guys, about 1/8 of a mile.
Fuck, that'd be some good meat for a long time. And those horns, my God. Oh, we gotta go. We can't.
DM question.
Okay, DM answer.
Big fancy deer. That's not a sign of anything, is it?
Religiously?
Yeah. So I've been on a Dragonlance kick again, so the white stag's in my brain.
Yeah,
so.
no, make a religion check. You're confident that an animal that lives primarily on the prime material, plains region has nothing to do with your star god.
Oh, I wasn't thinking my god necessarily.
Just in general?
In general, yeah.
Nah, it's not an omen. It's just a couple. I mean, you would know. I mean, especially being somebody who lives like in the plains / jungle region, dire elk are common enough to see. So this is probably just a mating pair, especially considering it's Winnell. It's about that time.
Okay, like I said, I am being influenced by the media I'm reading.
I dig it. Okay, day 2. You guys progress throughout the entirety of the day, and you reach the bridge. You are allowed to check in at the bridge and then move east in the morning if you would like to. The bridge, the guards at the bridge, the toll guards. The only thing that happens there is that as you guys are approaching, he does say, Look, I know we saw you just a few days ago, but we do need to double check your papers, and we need to do a quick inspection of the cart, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine. We are carrying one of our deceased members, so don't be too startled by that, I hope.
Oh. He actually does look a little bit taken aback, and he goes, "Oh, there were a few more of you, weren't there? I'm so sorry for your loss."
Well, our speed will ensure that that's not a permanent loss, I hope at least.
Well, we are not ones to hold you back. He takes the paperwork, if you guys hand it over freely. He just he just goes through it quick. He rolls it back up. That's for you. Goes into the back, kind of lifts the cloth up and off of paint, and he goes, "Oh, gods."
We
why?
ran into some shit.
Yes. You shouldn't rest on this side of the bridge tonight. I think that the guardsmen are going to escort you across, if that's all right. If you can push through a little bit extra, rest on the east side of the bank. and down by the river, just to not put people at unease.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we can do that. Thank you.
So with that, you guys have actually gained a half a day. So they bring you, they stop, they halt traffic on the bridge, and they escort you guys through. Almost in strangely, Lyra, you would see like the way that they're kind of behaving is very funeral procession. So they get you through. You guys rest. And you guys take off in the morning. Just go ahead and mark one more day of food for Pearl. And at this point, the hog meat you smell it, Dench. It starts to sour bad. So you guys are going to have to toss it or figure out a way to cure it.
Got time for that. And one more. Yeah, I said one feed for Pearl. Got it.
Question. Does the knowing how my own spells work, would something like purify food and drink work on the hog meat? It is purified and rendered free of poison and disease, but I don't know if
it doesn't purify. It doesn't purify rot.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's a very good question. Okay. Next day. That's let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, got it. So you guys travel the next day and you get yourselves into Willow Hollow Wood. You do have to stop because Pearl is absolutely sweating it. I shouldn't say that. You guys don't have to stop. You have gained a half a day. If you push her, she will gain a level of exhaustion because you can tell she's starting to really sweat it out. But you can push into Willow Hollow and get there late and find somewhere to rest in Willow Hollow if you'd like, and just let her do her thing. Your guys' choice.
I would say, yeah, let's push it one more day for Pearl. I'm so sorry, girl. I will give you all the best feed when we get there.
Okay. Let me just do a real quick roll. And other party members, you guys are good with that too?
Yep.
Okay. Well, she's a tough bitch. Okay, she's fine. Well, I mean, she's gonna be sleepy, but she's good.
She's a sleepy tough bitch.
Yep. All right. Okay, so you guys roll into Willow Hollow at about 11:45 p.m. on Winnell the 5th. You made amazing time, all things considered. And you would not have gained that if they wouldn't have pulled you guys across the bridge as fast as they did. So, with that being said, you get in. You guys are tired as shit, but you are in the city. And I will let you guys take the reins and tell me what it is you would like to do.
What do you think, Lyra? Should we look for your parents now, or would that be a little too much, coming in all dirty and sweaty and gross at such a late hour?
The bad news is I'm pretty sure our benefits ran out while we were gone.
Yes, they did. They ran out on Wednesday the 2nd. Yep.
So as much as I'd love to show up clean and, well, to be fair, I look all right. But as much as I'd like for us all to be able to get clean before we go there, we're probably, I don't know if they're still awake. My dad might still be awake.
Now, I will give you this, Candace, because it's your house. It is a mansion estate, but there are only 2 rooms: your parents' master bedroom and your bedroom.
And mine.
And then there's your dad has a workshop. There's a dining room, a kitchen, and then your room has the private bathroom. But that's it. And then a living room, which or a like a family room, like an entryway, a foyer, I guess you could call it. But like as far as like beds to sleep, there's your parents' bed and yours.
Why don't I just get us rooms for tonight? Because we don't really have anywhere for Pearl either.
You do know, however, there's a couch in the main room, and there is space for bedrolls. I'm just saying beds, like comfy beds. There's only
we can maybe slum it tomorrow, but we all deserve a good night's sleep tonight. So, and by that I mean bedrolls on my parents' living room floor. Uh,
Well, I've been sleeping on roots for the past week, so
We will we'll need what coin we can to fund the journey back. If I don't mind roughing it again for another night if it gets us closer to where we need to be.
why don't we every why don't we Pearl deserves a good night's sleep at least.
she
So why don't
does.
we go to the stable? We can pay for that, and then we'll go to my house.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
All right, so we'll go to the stable. We can, I mean, we can
Yeah,
take a
I'll just sake a brevity. I'll just drag you guys here because that's always fun. Listen, I made the map. I
wanna
counted
see
them.
all the maps,
I counted the maps today. By the way, there's 185 maps that I have that are literally just maps for all of the main places on the Prime material. You're never gonna touch all of them, but it's amazing.
I'm gonna try.
Whoops, it probably just went dark for a couple of you guys. Sorry about that. Okay, anyways, it's very late. However, it is the stables. There is a stable master there. His name was Joffrey Arkbarkham. And when you guys go in, he'll kind of come out and greet you. He just kind of put his hand up and go, "Whoa, whoa, y'all are coming in kind of late tonight. You're looking for lodging for that mule, or are you looking for purchase?"
Oh, no, sir. We're looking for lodging for Pearl here. If there's room, if you have space. Sorry to be coming in so hot right here, right now.
Oh, no, it's all right. Oh, yeah, I remember you. You were here a couple of
Yeah.
days ago. Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
you sold us Pearl. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now. I remember. Oh, she's looking awfully tired. Yeah, she's stumbling. Okay, yeah, no, we got
Yeah.
her space. We haven't filled that space with any other nags. Okay. How long is she staying for? Just the evening, or is she staying a couple of days, or you want to just start a tab, or how you want to do this?
Oh well, I think. Well, we have speed. We need to be quick. So could I save for tonight, and then if we need to spend another night, I can pay you for another night, or do I need to let you know now?
No, you don't need to let me know now. Why don't we do this? You all look awfully flustered in it. Oh, did you guys drop the cart off before you came here, or are you gonna push the cart back?
We didn't know where to put the cart at that time, so yeah, we probably still have the cart with us. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He kind of looks and he goes, "You need storage for that too?"
Yeah, and to be perfectly honest with you, we're carrying a party member of ours who has met a terrible end. So we need to, I don't know, store him as well until tomorrow, where we can hopefully resurrect him.
Uh,
I know that was a lot.
oh, I got a cold cellar underneath the main house up yonder.
Yeah.
I could put him in there, or we could bring him to a church.
I really wanted to tell you because I mean, he is a little bit,
Yeah.
gamey at this point.
All right.
So
Y'all okay with me? You want me to just leave him in the car? We can just unhook him and put him behind the main stable. I don't want to disrespect him. I mean, no, ain't
that
nobody
feels
gonna.
disrespectful. I think you mentioned the church, didn't you?
Right. Yeah, you want us to? We can call some guardsmen. I mean, it would be probably proper if we had somebody bring him to a church, if you'd like.
That would be
Yeah, Lyra would look to Amelia.
that would be appreciated.
All
Yeah.
right.
If we could bring him to the Temple of Celestian, at least for a bit.
All right. Understood. Yeah. No, we'll go ahead and take care of that. All right. Yeah. I tell you what. why don't y'all pay me 5 silver? We'll call tonight's lodging good to go. Y'all need me for another day, you come on back and pay me another 5 silver. We'll take care of Pearl, brush her out real good. The cot is, again, we'll put it on the side of the building, up yonder by the stable, and we ain't got guardsmen to keep an eye on it, but, we'll tie it down, so hopefully nobody takes anything out the back. I see you still got quite a bit of stuff back here.
We do, yeah. That would be great. And then Dench hands over the 5 silver.
All right.
Yeah. I would honestly give you more at this point, but we do have a very high need for a lot of our gold in the near future. So hopefully soon I'll be able to tip you better.
Ain't no need to tip. My price is finite, and you did a good thing by buying a nag from me, so I appreciate you. Y'all just go take care of yourselves, and yeah, good luck to y'all. We'll have the town guard taken over to you said the Temple of Celestian, ma'am?
Yes, I can. She'll look to Dench and Lyra. I can go with him so I can explain a couple of things.
Explanation might be a good idea.
That's
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
and yeah, that would. I can also stay there tonight as well. That's less cost needed. I can stay with him.
It's up to you if you want to. That's fine.
I assure you, I'm perfectly comfortable staying within the temple walls.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
You gotta show off your shield anyway.
Yeah.
She's going to, very confused, look at her shield.
You telling me you hadn't noticed that your shield is all super shiny now?
If y'all wouldn't mind, could I maybe just get that nag from you? I just want to get this corpse out of here before,
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
So he takes Pearl by the reins and kind of starts to lead her off. He stops, unhitches her, brings her into the main stable, and then a couple of farmhands come out and kind of pick the cart up and drag it up and behind the edge of the stable. Amelia, we'll jump back to you in just a moment for doing that portion. Actually, no, we'll go ahead and do you first. So you guys go ahead.
Sorry, the only comment before we split would be, I don't know if either of you want to do anything with what's on the cart, or if we want to just leave it as is. Kind of looks more towards Lyra there, knowing that she knows the town.
My bedroll. Yeah.
We have more than a few things on it. I mean, we could probably bring in some of the feed, but we should likely take some of the rest of it with us. I can take my backpack at least.
Yeah. If you want to take your backpack, that's fine. I'm not too worried.
No, if you're not, then I'm not. Just for the very practical sake, though, I'm gonna take some of the little shit that's on the cart, and I'll tuck that into my backpack, and probably just we've got that big hide tent. We can just kind of throw that over some of the cart.
Yeah. And then Dench would probably take the rations.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and add those to your respective backpacks. The rest of it does get tied off, though. They very gently pull Payne's body off of there, and a couple of town's guard are summoned with a litter, and they put him up on the litter, and they kind of pick the body up and carry it over to the Temple of Celestian. When you arrive, there's a couple of guards out front, or a couple of priests out front, and they kind of see you coming, and one puts a hand up, and then he kind of squints and he goes, "Oh, apologies." And he turns, as soon as he sees Amelia, it's almost like immediate recognition, pops the door open, he says, "Inside."
Thank you. Apologies for the late hour.
Okay, so you enter, the guardsmen come in, they kind of set Payne, we're just going to say for the sake of it being brevity, appear on the litter, and then they kind of bow to you guys and they leave. Amelia, you're left here with High Priestess Rosebloom. And she's just kind of standing there. She's dressed normally, but in a little bit more sleepy time attire. And she kind of looks at you and she goes, "So I suppose things have not gone well."
Not as such, no. I hate to just lead with asking a favor, but Lyra has a plan to try and get the coin together for it, but Payne, he was killed a couple of days ago. I wasn't
Yes.
sure where else to bring his body.
And he's clearly beyond revivification, so he'll need a raised dead. Cleric of Moradin being raised by a Celestianite. I hope his god's okay with that.
Get him a flagon of fire belly after and ask for at least his forgiveness.
A flagon of Firebelly? Are you trying to commit murder, Sister of the Stars?
I've seen that they seem to be able to tolerate it better than you'd think.
Oh, you've partaken in their rituals.
She flushes a little bit. Technically,
Hmm.
it's been an eventful few days.
She kind of turns on her heels and you hear her say, "So cultured." She walks behind the altar and she kind of crouches down. She says, "Well, I've at least the material components here, but I'm not going to lie to you. These are typically reserved for people higher up in the church. I can't do it for free." And you see she pulls out a large red velvet sack that makes a loud thunk when it hits the top of the altar.
I don't think any of us even dreamed of asking for it for free. What would the cost be? We'll find a way to get the coin.
Well, typically it'd be 650 gold for a scroll of this caliber to be performed with the components. I am incapable of performing it from memory. However, seeing as who you are, and seeing as what we are here, and she kind of glances up to the moons that are hovering, midair, I'll do it for the material components. 500 gold.
And she'll nod and just let out a breath. Thank you. We'll get that coin. It's 10 days, if I remember what the priestess said. We should still have a couple, so I think we're going to get the coin tomorrow.
Perfect. You've a week from today. Judging, well, actually, I don't know that. I don't know when he died, but you left, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You left 6, 7, 8, 9 days ago, so I don't know. I'm lying. I'm metagaming. He should have some time. His body looks to be in a state of fucking DMs. His body looks to be in a state where I could probably manage to keep him till tomorrow. Yes.
Thank you. Just thank you. Are you able to perform from the scroll? Do you have the scroll you would need?
I've the scroll, yes. I've actually a few scrolls. We keep them here for the hierarchy, not only for us, but for the other temples should something go afoul within their secular structure.
Okay. That helps. Would it be terribly much trouble if I asked if I could stay with him?
Oh, you mean tonight?
Until we bring him back, at least.
No, I'd expect nothing less, Sentinel of the Celestial Expanse.
Okay, do you have any idea what that means?
Yes, means you've been chosen. And you've succeeded in your oath. A rare thing among those who follow the stars, my dear. Good for you. You've made Holden Glen proud, I'm sure.
It. She just kind of looks towards where Payne's body is and just. I won't. Can't consider it fulfilled. Not while he's fallen.
Well, then do your duty, Sentinel, and stand by his body until it can be reborn anew.
And Amelia is going to go and do exactly that because she's also tired.
She is tired. Okay. We will jump over then to... I'm going to move you guys around a little bit so I can copy and paste. I know that these are not your correct hit points. That's okay, because it doesn't matter right now.
Better not.
Hope not. We're gonna fight him,
Fighting my
Lyra's
dad.
parents.
Fuck, listen, hey, y'all want to fight a bard and an artificer? Let's go.
Maybe.
Shut up, you!
How tough
You have
can
to
it
be
be?
here.
Alright, here you guys go. Welcome to the Whisperwind household. Okay, so, Lyra. I'm just going to put a few of you in the back, on the back burner, so that you can at least see what they're seeing. Little bits and pieces anyways. Alright, so, Lyra, you head to the Whisperwind estate, and here you find yourself at the Whisperwind estate. Home. Mom and Dad's home, not your home. Well, kind of your home, you know, when you were in college.
Okay. I'm guessing my dad is still awake. My mom probably isn't. So let's try to be quiet. But
I,
yeah,
well,
okay.
I mean, are they? We're gonna make ourselves known, right? I mean, like, I do feel like it's probably proper to, you know, not sneak into the house.
Oh, we're not sneaking into the house, but we should be quiet because mom does not like to be disturbed when she's trying to sleep.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Beauty sleep and all that. Okay.
Sure.
So she'll go to the door, open it,
Okay,
step
yep.
in.
Yep, so you enter the foyer. Dad's lab is obviously open. It never had a door. Just so you are aware, Candace, to the left immediately is the kitchen. Down to the bottom left is the dining room. Your room is behind that door. Mom and Dad's room is behind that door. And Dench, as you enter behind her, this place is fucking lavish. They are, I mean, you look around and you're like, it is like bougie. The wood walls are embossed with like all sorts of crazy artwork of like points in history. You can actually see like images of like the world breaker like smashing into the prime material and then rising up, and like armies of men and women like rushing up against it, and like tidal waves, and you're just like, what the fuck? An artist definitely lives here.
Did your parents paint this stuff?
Oh, yeah, my mom is she's pretty good at painting, so that's how
I'd
she
say so.
noticed.
You
Yeah.
live here?
Oh, well, yeah. My room's over there, and she'll point to the door.
The hell are you doing slumming it with us?
Are you kidding me?
Hell, if I had a home like this, I'd probably never leave.
Yeah, I didn't for a really long time. Uh, but you can't get life experience if you don't live, and that's what my dad said. So I answered the call.
All right.
Okay, he's probably in here.
Yeah, you can hear there is the sound of his obvious tinkering. There is like a hammer very quietly hitting an anvil, just kunk, 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 and then you hear,
Well, son of a bitch. Nope. There we go. Got it.
She'll step through the doorway and then look to the left. Hi, Dad.
okay, so at this point, give me one sec.
Yay, picture. Yes, Canis, the artist had a familiar signature.
All right, so you see this small gnomish man with his back turned towards you. He's about 3 foot 6 inches, all of 65 pounds. Little tiny guy, short brown hair that's kind of tattered. He's got tan skin. You see a set of blast goggles kind of like down on his head as he's hammering on this gigantic anvil. He's got like these really dirty commoners looking garbs with this really heavy ass thick leather apron, and just at every swing when he pulls his hammer up, you see these forearms that are absolutely fucking ripped. You say, "Hey, Dad," and he turns around suddenly. And there you see Finnick Whisperwind.
Those fucking forearms, my god.
Dude, he's strong as fuck. So he whips around and he goes, "Holy shit! Lily! Oh, fuck." He drops the hammer and hits the anvil. Clink, clink, clink. Ah, God, your mother! Oh, I'm in so much trouble. And he picks the hammer up and sits it on the anvil and it just goes clunk.
Shh. If your mother doesn't get her beauty rest, Lily, we're both in deep shit.
Yeah, no, I know. We were really quiet, but I didn't know how to warn you.
You should have sent me a message.
I know, as I said, I didn't know how to warn you.
You know, like
And then he reaches into his leather apron and he pulls out this little spool of copper wire.
a message.
Yeah, sorry. It's been a really long 9 days. This is Dench.
Holy smokes. That's a big fella.
Evening, sir.
Oh.
Sorry to intrude.
No intrusion. I suppose I was technically the intrusion. Sorry.
He points at the wall to his right.
Sorry. Well, let's keep it to a whisper. You know what? Okay, Lily, let's take it to the dining room. Your mother's gonna kill me if we wake her up. Excuse me, fella.
And he kind of like squeaks past Dench and kind of like out into the hall.
Come on, Dench.
Yeah.
So he goes into the dining room, and he kind of plops himself on a chair in there, and he's like,
Looks like there's some... he just starts grabbing bowls. There's some leftover chicken, and here's some potatoes. Well,
he kind of like throws a little flagon back.
that's empty. Do you want some pie? Are you hungry?
He's not addressing Lyra. He's addressing Dench.
Oh, no, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. I suppose if you have water, that would be much appreciated.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. He kind of sets the flagon, the empty one that he had thrown up into his mouth in front of you, and he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a small vial, and inside there is like this swirling mass of blue, cloudy energy, and he pops the cork on it, and he just starts pouring it, and what looks like fucking spring water just pours into the flagon, and he corks it and pushes it towards you. There you go.
Oh wow, that's a fantastic little item you have there. Thank you.
Yeah, simple alchemy. With a little bit of incantation. I mean, you know. Anyways, Lily, it is almost midnight. What are you doing here? I thought you were at the college. Oh wait, no. You were at the
I
college.
graduated.
Where have you been for like 15 days?
Remember I answered the call from you said I have to get life experience by living life.
Yeah.
and
Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
I guess I've been living life. I don't know.
Living life, and then you come back with, and then he switches to Gnomish. Don't you do not know Gnomish? He switches to Gnomish, and he goes. He starts in common and goes, "You were living life," and then he switches to Gnomish, and he goes, "Came back with this guy."
In Gnomish, her voice gets like really high pitched, higher pitched than you've heard before, Dench. No, it's not like that, Dad.
He kind of.
Could I at least? Could I at
You
least?
can insight.
I could yeah.
Give me an insight check, because it's not. It's pretty fucking obvious that, like, when he switches to Gnomish, he looks up at you, and then she kind of, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm obviously the target of this conversation.
Imagine Dench just like over the top of his the flag and just like.
No, just gonna switch back to common. Okay, late hour because we had to get back fast. I've been.
He cuts you off suddenly, and in common, he goes, "Oh,
Is this what Cain has evolved to?
Her face.
and he points right at Dench.
Her face will drop, and she looks super sad. It's obvious. You don't have to do an insight check. She's fighting back tears. I don't know where Canis is.
But that's not possible. He's indentured to your blood.
Right. And I managed to lose him.
That's not possible or logical, Lily. He's indentured to your blood. Where is he?
Well, if I may, and I did witness the whole thing, right? Like I did witness him like disappearing. If I may, and I don't know if this is a common thing or not, I'm not very versed in this kind of thing, but he did, just kind of vanish one day, kind of turn blue and magical looking, and then just kind of, disappeared, kind of disintegrated a little bit.
And then this appeared, and she'll hold up her hand with the tattoo. Point to it.
Oh. The Astral Bloom? Just resummon him.
I didn't have the components.
Why?
Why did he disappear? Because he's never disappeared before in my whole life.
You're a wizard. You're a college graduate. Why didn't you have the components? You should have stopped home and taken the pearl from Gramp.
I need the pearl.
I know. Gramp's pearl is in the old study.
Okay, I'll get it.
You should have come home and grabbed it before you didn't even tell us you were leaving, Lily.
I've never left before. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, maybe start by telling somebody.
I told Dench.
You didn't tell me. Who's Dench?
She went to Dench.
Oh, sorry, fella.
It's okay. This water is very, very good, very refreshing. By the way, thank you.
Only the best. From the plane of water, too, if you've ever not been there.
Oh,
Try it sometime. Don't try it. It's a whole plane of water. You'll drown.
that does sound awful.
You didn't tell Mom
I know.
or me
I realized it
that
about
you
4
were
days in.
leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 4 days too late, and you didn't stop by to get anything from Gramp? He left you all sorts of stuff from when you started adventuring.
Well, I was going to, and then I was like, well, I don't want to lose anything while I'm gone. And then I needed to identify.
Well, look where you found yourself now.
I know, I lost.
A muted Astral Bloom sigil. Cain is somewhere probably prancing around Temetnu's realm of fanciness, and Mommy's sleeping, I'm working, and this man...
is feeling really uncomfortable.
Is he?
So, Canis isn't...
Would you like some pie?
You want
Oh,
pie.
yeah, yes, please.
Here you go. And he just, like, reaches over, grabs a pie, literally like a half a cherry pie that's sitting behind the chicken, and he just pushes it over to you, and then he slaps a fork in front of you. As much as you can eat.
Oh,
Or as
well,
much as is in the pan.
I thank you. And if I could interject as well, we did leave on a little bit of a whirlwind, if you will. We kind of left in a rush, so there wasn't a whole lot of time. We needed to gather supplies and go take care of some business out west.
No, 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 no. I understand. I understand. Family business is, it's kind of at the bottom of the rung. Nope, 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 nope.
Dad, I'll tell you next time I leave. We're gonna probably leave tomorrow, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Someone died, so we had to come back quickly.
who?
Oh, you don't know him.
Oh, okay.
But he was a companion of ours, Payne Stoneback. He met an unfortunate end, and that's why we came rushing in here as we did.
It was unfortunate and gruesome. And so,
Did you say Stoneback?
mhm.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Do you know him? Do you know the family?
No, 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 no. It's not a family. It's a title. As a rite of passage given to those who belong to the Crater people.
Yeah, he's a crater critter. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't
What
go
do you
that
mean?
far.
Do you mean like a prince? Is he
No,
like
no,
royalty?
no. No, look, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I've met a few of their kind before. I've met 2 other Stonebacks, actually, and I met a Fire Eyes once. But they're all from the same group, I think, that comes from Koladzar's Cradle, out in the Barrens, way, way, way far north in the Barrens. They pop through here from time to time. They information gatherers for the clan or whatever it is.
So it's like if you go through just because I can relate to it, go through wizarding school and you get your titles through there to be able to do certain things.
Not really. Legends say that their entire people disgraced themselves during the time of the second happening.
I have questions. We need to get Payne. We needed to get Payne back before, but now we really need to get Payne back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need to bring him back to life, and we need a raised dead, I believe was the thing we're trying to say.
Yeah.
But and also, yeah, we need to get, I guess, Lyra her components for bringing back Canis. It's been a mess of a few days.
Well, if I can use I can use my grandpa's pearl, then I can identify the and she'll like wiggle her hand, and then I should know what I need to do. I may not need all the other components. Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
okay.
Well, what do you need from Pep Pep? I've got his study. He left everything to you. You're the only wizard in the entire family. Your mother, obviously, is a wonderful singer. And I don't do magic.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't do
You bring the magic out in things. That's still magic.
No, I don't. I fuck around with black powder and I make things go boom and, I like fire a lot. I'm not a pyromaniac, I swear. I
not a
just
pyromaniac.
like fire.
Oh no, I understand. I have experience with black powder from my past as well. So
No shit. Have you ever used a musket?
well, not a musket, but pistols in my
Oh!
past experience.
He kind of looks you up and down now.
Cartridges mostly, yeah.
At the risk of sounding just a tad racist, I've never met one of your kind who could use black powder guns. And that is interesting.
Oh well, I mean,
She looks a little
that
embarrassed.
that was a little bit, but I mean, I am half human. I mean, for what it's worth, I suppose.
Well, it's not worth anything one way or another, because I don't give a shit what you are. I'm just more interested in the fact that you can. Do you still?
Past.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I do. I mean, I was trained in it, so it's always kind of there, I suppose. But yeah. I suppose
If it's something you left behind you, I mean, don't let it be, me to, try to encourage.
Well, it's not so much I left it behind, so much as I'm working towards that honor again, I suppose.
Oh, so it was about your people. I've heard, and at the risk of sounding racist, I've heard that your people take honor to very, very deep internal emotional means. Is that correct? And if it's around the weaponry, I understand that.
I do suppose yeah. I mean, yeah. I suppose that's correct. Yeah.
And I say that looking at, and he kind of points to himself and then over to Lyra, like, our people don't give a shit about honor.
Well, I mean, your daughter is a very honorable person, I would say.
But she doesn't give a shit about it. Right, Lily?
I care a little more than I did when I left.
Oh, boy, the world is changing my girl.
Well, as far as what I need from Pap Pap, maybe if I can find some more out about this, and I need the pearl for sure, and
Well, you can probably find more out about that with the pearl.
right.
So you can perform the identification ritual on that to figure out what it is. No, I mean that seriously. I'm not a wizard. I can't tell you what it does. And Pap Pap's long dead. He's nothing but dust and bones on the mantle, Lily.
I know. I just love it when you explain magic. Okay. Yeah, I'll get this. I'll get the pearl first, and figure more out about this, and we can go from there. But I was thinking maybe if it's okay, I'll let Dench have my room, and I'll sleep on the couch tonight, and then we'll take off in the morning. But we have the body is at the Temple of Celestian with our Celestian Paladin friend.
Oh, good. So she's going to be resurrecting him then.
Well, it's gonna be a raised dead, but we have to figure out money, and that's the other thing. Who? It's a lot of money.
You see his eyes kind of droop, and he
I
looks at you.
was gonna see who you thought we should talk to about either, like them investing in us and us doing things, like maybe from the board, or should I
He
go to
kind
Renee?
of he puts his hand up and he switches to Gnomish.
Lily, there's no need to sell yourself like your mother for money.
And Gnomish, she'll say back. Well, yeah, but I didn't come here for that. I just wanted to find out who you thought would be the least likely to be, like, a total dick about it.
Yeah, scuzzy, right. Well, I mean, you could probably talk to my mom, and she'll take you down to the clubs, and you could, dance for the rich men.
I don't want to do that. I want to go kill things or retrieve things or, like, use my magic.
Well, you could probably use your magic if you go to the Mages Guild, Magi Academia. That's why we spent all that money to send you there, Lily.
I just didn't know. I didn't want it to look bad if I went there and tried to have them invest in this group.
Well, maybe there's nothing to invest in. Maybe they would tell you to fuck off. I don't know. Or
might
maybe
tell me
you
to fuck
could
off.
just, break down and say, pop, pop.
Can I borrow 500 gold?
500 gold? Lily, you're gonna clean us out.
Mama, we'll make that back in like 2 weeks.
Is this still on?
Oh no, it's all in Gnomish, but you see the expressions. I mean, you can read them clear as day. There's
She's
some
blushing.
fucking weird things happening here.
She is beet red. You have not seen her blush. She is beet red right now.
I'm sorry,
Just, like, the
Candace.
whole time he's just trying to like just keep the flag into his mouth just so he's not laughing out loud at all this.
Also, if you've eaten the pie, it's fucking delicious.
Oh yeah, he's been scarfing it down. Yeah.
Sorry, Lyra, but this is my new favorite family member.
I don't blame you. Mine too.
Okay, so he kind of like puts his hand up and he goes, "Listen, we have a lot of money invested in you, Lily. You're our only child. And my mom may not agree with it, but Pap, when he died, left a lot of money to the estate. I can probably lend you the 500 gold. Actually, I hold on. Hear me out. I could probably lend you a lot more than that if you need it, but it has to be paid back because
we have a very finite family fortune that sits and runs this estate on the back end. And if we lose it all, we lose the estate. If we lose the estate, we have to move to the Wood Elf slums, and your mother would rather die than move to the Wood Elf slums.
I know. That's why I wasn't gonna ask. Okay. I will talk with the group, but I think that we should do it, we'll pay you back as fast as we can. We'll pick up whatever jobs we have to and stuff. This next one we might make more money off of too, but if I go in there without this other party member and without Canis, we're definitely gonna die.
Well, stop wasting money. When you go out, maybe, utilize your resources like me and Mom. Before you leave, let us know, maybe.
I'm gonna tell you before I leave.
Okay. Well, yeah, you told me you're gonna leave maybe tomorrow, but
Maybe
that's...
tomorrow. I'll let you know for sure, though. For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in case you need supplies, though, are your friends hurting? He looks skinny, and he straight up points at you, and he's like,
well, to be fair, he's a really good hunter. He shot this thing the first night. I don't remember what it was, a goat, I think, and it was really tasty. But that being said,
He looks impressed. Don't you see him go?
But yeah, I think I would like to maybe get a revivify scroll at least to come with us, so we don't end up here again in this same position.
Okay, understood. He kind of takes a deep breath, and then he switches back over to common, and he pulls a small pocketbook out, and he puts it on the table, and he writes a little note out, and he tears the page out, and he slides it over to Lyra.
She'd reach out and scoot it to her.
It is a bank ledger note through the Willow Hollow Embassy banking system, essentially. It's got the little sigil on it. And it is a note for 5,000 gold.
Okay. You put an extra 0 on there.
No, that's the estate value.
No.
Then don't spend it all. You have to be responsible, big adventurer.
She's gonna look over at Dench.
And then he half crawls across the table and he just goes, "By the way, don't tell your mother."
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh no, I will not. We're not gonna take it all. Okay, and she'll switch back to common.
No, that was in common.
Okay.
That last part was okay.
So we have the money for sure.
Oh.
Plus more.
He kind of puts his elbows on the table. I gave it to you. If you need it, use it. If you don't, that's fine. Listen, we've got a reputation to uphold, and we've got an estate to run. We make good money, but Pop, his money for being an archmage and all was kind of the lifeblood of the system. But if you're going to make it and pay us back, we've got to help support Lily.
We'll pay it back.
Why did you shake your eyes like that? That made me seem like you were not telling me the truth.
Because I feel really uncomfortable that...
What, didn't you? You brought him in. Did you not want me to talk in front of him? You want me to...
No,
and
I
he
didn't
switches
wanna
back to
bring-
Nomish. Did you want me to speak like this?
Common, stop it.
He switches back to common. Okay, well then where are we? And stop screaming. You're gonna wake your mama up.
You're talking louder than I am.
How's the pie?
It's delicious. Thank you.
Okay.
It's taking a mouthful.
We will pay it back, Papa. Thank you. I won't tell her, but I'm gonna talk to her in the morning and just say sorry for not saying that we're leaving. And I'll make sure that she knows when we're leaving next time.
She is going to be up very early for performance practice. I will let her know you've been here.
Did she know that I was gone?
he takes a really long pause and he sits back in his chair and visibly relaxes for the first time. And he says, "It's not like that."
Okay. So we'll I'll Dent, you can sleep in my room and I'll sleep on the couch tonight. And then in the morning, I'll just write my mom a note. That'll be fine. I'm gonna get the pearl so that way we can figure out more about this and get Keenus back, and then um, we're gonna pay it back as fast as we can.
I
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. So as soon as possible, you will have 100% plus some, I believe.
No, no. There's no interest. Not for Lily or her friends. Bring your friend back, and I'm sure whatever you're doing for the Emerald Tower is well worth the time. Not many have the ability, option, and or prestige to say that. So do what you need to do. If you spend it all, Lily, then come tell me so that I can make plans. If you don't spend it all, we will make things work on the back end.
We won't spend it all. We're gonna spend as little of it as necessary. You're
But
not-
spend every copper necessary to stay alive and complete your task. Pap would have wanted it.
Yeah. No, I know you're right. He would have.
All right, well, this has been fun. What did you need from Pap's study, by the way? What do you need for identification? Oops, excuse me, big fella. And he kind of like sneaks around you.
But by the way, is this table and chairs and everything like gnome sized, or are they like?
No, they're medium sized, but this is a tight room. This is a very tight room. But you're a little bit bigger than like even most elves, so.
Right. So I think like Dench like tries to like squeeze it as much as possible. Oh, sorry, sir. It's just.
Yeah, he
sorry,
just kind of
I'm
like
kinda
pats you on
long
the
arms
shoulder.
and
He's
such.
like,
Yeah.
"Wow, you're
Right.
strong." Okay.
Thank you.
The pearl, as he steps out of the room, she's just like,
He pops his head back in. Just the pearl?
the pearl, and just in case, maybe
No components for any spells or rituals.
charcoal. I need
Charcoal.
brass brazier.
Do you need it as dust or sticks? Charcoal.
I need. I don't know. Both, and incense
Oh, incense.
and herbs,
Wait, for what?
just in case I can't figure out what to do with.
No,
this.
I know for what ritual, Lily.
Oh, find familiar.
Fuck, okay. And then he just like walks away.
So that's my dad.
I see where the personalities kind of blend a little bit. This pie is delicious. I'm gonna try not to finish it on you.
No, you can eat it all. He wouldn't have given you the whole thing if he didn't want you to eat it all. He might be disappointed if you don't eat it all.
Oh, okay.
But don't eat until you're sick, because he doesn't want to make you sick either.
Okay. I won't. I will not. I will not get sick in your father's dining room.
Yeah. So this is why we didn't stops.
Why we didn't come here before? I mean, seems like a nice fella. He seems
he's
he seems to care
amazing.
about you a great deal.
A ton. The problem is I knew he was going to do that. If he knew I was leaving, I knew he was going to give me everything we could possibly need. And we really,
Is that a bad thing? I'm
well,
trying to.
we just have to make sure we pay it back fast. That's a lot of pressure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Losing the whole
understand.
estate. I don't intend on spending all of it by any means.
Well, no. I mean, all we need to do is take the 500 and then return the rest, and then keep it here for safekeeping, so we don't accidentally lose it or get robbed or anything.
Do you remember what your biggest argument was for why we shouldn't come back?
The monsters getting out and then eating.
Second biggest argument.
I
The
don't
resources.
remember.
We're gonna
the
have
resources,
to
yeah.
rebuy resources, and we need to make sure we have at least 2 revivification scrolls. So it's gonna be more than the 500, and He's very supportive and amazing, and he's just the best dad ever.
Seems like I wish I had a father like yours.
He'd probably take you in,
I don't.
and he'd
think- I don't-
probably make you your own personalized pistol.
No. I mean, I don't. Maybe that might be interesting. I suppose I don't know. I'd mess this whole place up anyway.
You wouldn't. I have questions later.
Okay. Suppose I have questions for you later also.
So you guys hear little footsteps. And he pops back in the room. Mr. Whisperwind. Actually, you know what, Dench, give me another. I'll tell you what. Give me an intelligence check, but make it with advantage because of where you're at and the situation you've been in for the last like 10 days. I know it's not your strong suit, but
Yeah, it's definitely. Well, I mean, it's flat number, so it's not terrible.
that's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Disregard.
Best I can do is 3.
Best I can do is 3. All right. Well. Okay, so he pops back in, and he sets a bag on the table, and he goes, "Okay, charcoal, incense, second bag." Kind of pushes it over. What else did you say? The brazier.
Brazier, yeah.
Yeah, he
that'd
puts
be
the
fine.
small, little like platform. It looks like an incense, or not an incense. It looks like a candle warmer that he sets on the table, but it's all made of brass, very intricate. It's got like little dragons and teeth and stuff like around the sides, and a little bowl in the middle with a little platform underneath for flame. And then he says, "Pearl." And then he pulls out of this this bag on his side, which it does not look like it would hold the size of the thing he pulls out of it. He pulls this large set of scales out, and he sets it like merchant scales, and he sets it on the counter. You see him kind of adjust a knob in the middle, and then he takes a sack and he sets it on one end, and he goes, "Okay, 100 gold pieces." And then he starts sizing. He pulls out like 7 or 8 pearls before one pearl finally balances it, and he goes, "And that's what you need." And he pulls that off, and he kind of puts it on the table and rolls it over to you.
When it rolls to Lyra, she'll grab it and she'll hug it like a kid would hug a stuffed animal.
Yeah, it's about as big as like half of your chest. It's a big fucking pearl. Like 100 gold piece pearl is a big fucking pearl. So you take it. He goes, "Okay, so boom, 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 boom. That's it."
Yeah, I think for now, I promise I'll come back and let you know when we're leaving tomorrow. So I'm assuming I can add that to my inventory. Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, I suppose it's probably time for me to get some shut-eye. Your mother's gonna be up in, how about, 45 minutes.
Oh,
So, but she just had to meditate. I am going to take my leave. Nice to meet you, Mr.
Dench.
Dench, I knew it. I knew it. Did you, he kind of looks at the pie. Have you actually, like, you said you did eat off of it?
Oh yeah. I've been eating it. I probably left like there's probably like a little bit left, like kind of like crumbs and like a half of a slice at this point.
He's like, "Did you like that?"
It's very good, sir. Thank you. It's delicious. I'd hate to finish it on you though. I mean,
No. You're a growing boy. Eat up. That's Mama's recipe. Pop would be happy.
okay, all right. She makes delicious pie, and you do too. I suppose you made this.
I did. All right, Lily, get some sleep, and I'll maybe see you in the morning. If not, it's okay to leave. Just maybe pop by before you and your friends take off.
We will. We will.
Okay. I trust you. Remember what I said about the banknote.
I remember.
All right. Good luck with your dead friend. And he just steps out.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Okay. Suppose we should get some sleep as well.
Yeah. So I'll show you where my room is.
Like,
She'll head out.
is this like an Amelia sized? I'm sorry, Lyra sized bed, or is this like a?
It'd probably be like medium sized bed, right?
Yeah, it's medium size. Yeah, it's like a queen.
Oh,
It's
okay.
huge.
size.
It's gigantic. Hold on. Wait till you see it. It's a huge bed. It's queen size.
I can't wait to see the actual size of the bed right now.
Yeah, it's normal. It's like, you know,
So-
10, 11 feet long. 10 feet, so somewhere in there.
If you need to read to fall asleep, here are my books. Don't read
Whoa.
that one. And
Wait, what? Which one? Which
the
one
one that
should I
says
read?
"Do not read" on the spine.
Okay.
And then you would know that the door to the upper right is to the private laboratory,
Okay.
the latrine.
Yeah, and if you would like, then there is that door for bathing and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be.
Sort of bathing. You know.
There's no,
typical-
yeah, there's like
typical
there's like a
one.
wash bin, and then there's a giant marble toilet.
Not like our water elemental experience, but still good.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah. You sleep in this bed?
In that bed? Yeah, it's huge. Well, I did sleep in it.
Oh my, it's massive. I was not expecting a bed that huge. I've never seen a bed that big. My God.
Yeah, right? It's great. You weren't wrong. I mean, living here, growing up here, I know that I was very lucky to get to grow up here with the parents that I have and you know, everything I need, and I know that there are a lot of people who don't have that. So yeah. I hope you get a good night's sleep. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you, Lyra. I do appreciate it. And yeah, you get rest as well. Do you need to use the washroom before you leave? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'll just wash my face really fast. She'll go in there and she just kind of like really fast, and then, all right, good night, Dench.
Good night, Lyra. Thank you.
Okay, so if there's nothing else, then for the sake of brevity, we'll say that you guys rest. Everybody long rests again. And you all awaken the morning of Winnell the 6th. It is Winnell the 6th at 8:45 a.m. because you guys did have a delayed rest. So, we'll start with, we'll just say for the sake of brevity, Amelia, you stand watch at night. You are allotted to sleep, and 3 other guards, priests, come and take your watch to specifically watch his body. And you are told by Mistress Rosebloom, you are told that 3 priests for 1 sentinel. I think that's how the exchange rate works. And she kind of laughs and she pats you on the shoulder. Go get rest. I'm sure you're going to need it for tomorrow. We've got the watch for now.
Thank you. And she'd just kind of look back towards Payne and then go and wherever she's crashing, she'd crash.
It's not nice. It's like a bedroll in the corner of the stone church, but it's somewhere that's not outside.
Probably a more peaceful night's sleep than the last couple. Let's be real.
True.
Although she probably would pick a corner where she hadn't tried to kill everyone, like one of the others.
Yeah. You're like not near that far lower right-hand corner. Got it. Okay.
Lyra and Dench, you are awoken in the morning by the sun kind of creeping in through the windows. Dench, it is the most comfortable fucking night's sleep. It's like, you could swear that this is like a memory foam mattress with like real sheep's wool pillow. The blankets are made out of Angora. Like, what the fuck? You can legitimately tell that Lyra lived a very, very privileged bougie life. And Lyra, you wake up on the couch.
Still better than the bedroll on the ground.
And it is amazing. It's a very bougie couch.
Listen, I've slept on some amazing couches.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
When Dench comes out, Lyra would be sitting on the couch and her feet are like kicking while she's looking through her spell book.
My God, that bed is ridiculous.
Oh no, did you not sleep well?
I mean, I don't think I've ever slept so well in my life.
Oh, good.
I was a little concerned that I was going to sink into the bed and die, but
Oh yeah, it does that. Yeah.
yeah, but
It just
once
hugs you.
everything settled, it was amazing.
Good. So you're well rested and ready for the day?
I am. Are you?
Okay. I'm about to be. She's gonna take the pearl out, and I'm going to. She's gonna set up for the ritual. You can, if you want, get comfy on the couch. I'm gonna see if I can get Canis back real quick.
Oh yeah, okay. Do I need to? Do you need anything from me? Do you just need me to, sit here and shut the fuck up? Or
Your choice, I guess. Just don't, Yeah, you can sit there. That's fine.
okay, all right.
Okay. So she'll set up for the ritual, get the pearl out, and I want to identify the mark.
Got it. Okay. So, you lay out the identification ritual. You perform the incantations with the pearl as the focus. You see her hold the pearl clutched in one hand as in the left hand as the right hand traces the sigils in the air for the 10 minutes. Let me go back up to my notes because that was all the way from session 12, by the way. Okay.
We're thorough.
So, the identify ritual goes off. And you don't have this prepared, right? This is not using a spell slot?
Correct.
Okay. So the spell, boom, snaps into existence. As that happens, Dench, Lyra, the pearl begins to glow blue, and her hand kind of cranks back and holds the hand aloft. And you see a blue stream of energy kind of rise up out of the pearl and hit her in the eyes. Her mouth opens, and she begins to kind of like hyperfixate. And you were doing that, you were identifying
The mark.
the mark. Yeah, so the hand then turns over, and you see another 2 streams of blue energy kind of rise up and out of her eyes and hit the mark. The mark snaps suddenly back to the activated form, which, just so everyone's aware, looks like that. So it suddenly activates, and as that happens, Lyra. So, you identify this item or this mark successfully and realize that this is a sigil, an arcane sigil that represents your arcane bond to Canis and Canis's arcane bond to you. While dormant, which is in the non-glowy state, it simply means that the magic is not active. Full stop. While in what is called astral bloom, which is the active state. So when it is active, it is called astral bloom. Something within you and Canis is both active at the same time. And during that time, you can cast the Find Familiar spell once per day by sacrificing 1d4 levels of spell slots. There is a greater power to this mark but it is masked by the identify spell. You are also aware that the only way to resummon Canis is to cast the Find Familiar (Canis) spell through the Astral Bloom sigil.
So I have to do the 1d4, even if I have the components.
Specifically for Canis. Otherwise, you could summon any other familiar you want.
Okay, cool. All right.
So you can either tell Lucy to get fucking lost, thanks for the campaign run,
Yeah, sorry,
or...
Lucy. I like my spell slots.
Summons,
No, hell no.
Summons a method.
So immediately,
Summons a kobold and it's just Meepo from campaign 2.
oh,
Yeah.
he lives. So yeah, immediately once she understands it, she will cast the find familiar Canis through it, and she's immediately willing to sacrifice the spell slot.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Does it tell me how to activate it? Like when it's dormant, does it tell me how to make it Astral Bloom?
It does not, but it seems to have reacted very well to the identify.
All right, cool. She'll, in between the ritual and then doing the casting, she's gonna look up at Dench and go, 1 sec, and then she's gonna cast it.
And then as that happens,
You got to,
yeah, because activating it through the sigil is an action, right? Because Find Familiar, what is the casting time on Find Familiar?
It is, well, it says 1 hour plus 10 minutes, but that's as a ritual.
As a ritual, does it say what is the normal?
Oh, instantaneous.
There you go, instantaneous. So yeah, so it happens instantaneously.
Right.
So you then kind of reach down, you touch the mark, and as she begins to, she sets the pearl down. She reaches her hand up and off of the mark, and as she does so, there is this. I mean, it looks literally like a river, like a torrent of water, like arcane energy spills out of the mark. And as she slams her hand back down onto the ground, she pulls it up, and her fingers look like puppet strings, all of which are spitting out these spiderweb-like tendrils of arcane magic. And you see, from the ground up, Canis begin to form directly in front of her. And at the tail end of the incantation and the magic, you lose 2 level 1 spell slots and 2 level 2 spell. 1 level 2 spell slot.
Okay.
So 2 level 1s, 1 level 2. And Canis, as you are in the midst of indulging breakfast, the most amazing smorgasbord of delectable arcane treats you could possibly have imagined, there is this pop. And you look around you and everything goes black. And you blink a few times and then you look down and realize you're being rematerialized on the prime material. And that kind of sucks, but here we are. And all of a sudden you hear Lyra's incantation, and within 4 or 5 seconds, shh.
And once he materializes, she grabs him and is squeezing the fucking life out of him. And she's saying, "How could you not have told me that this thing existed? Why didn't Pap ever tell me that this existed? You had me so freaked out, I thought you died."
Lucy, I'm going to send you a message about that.
Sorry, I forgot you have to do that again now that you're back.
Oh, welcome back, Canis. I missed you.
I'll look around, and it'll be like, "Oh God, we're home, aren't we? Did I miss your mother?"
She left a long time ago, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Should we be like concerned about your mother or something?
No, they neither one of them has a filter.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Strong personalities and all that. Okay, so why did I not know that you were going to randomly disappear at some point?
Because I don't normally do that. Because I have never done that, I think.
Okay, so why did it happen now?
No idea.
Great. Do we know how it might happen again?
With your passive insight, by the way, Lyra, he seems like he's being honest.
Okay.
No? What? I don't know. I've never seen the mark before.
Yeah, look at it. And she'll show the tattoo on her hand.
Yeah, and it's still just faintly glowing. It's almost like sizzling around on her skin, and I'm sure you've seen the picture now, but yeah, it's pretty intense.
Why does my face look so cartoonish?
Fuck you! No, I'm just kidding.
You did not lose any aspect of Canis. You weren't hurting, were you?
Oh, it was awful. It was absolute hell. You have no, I was perfectly fine.
Well, Pain died, so
Yeah, and sorry to interrupt this, but we do have a little bit of a time crunch to
Yeah, we
to
gotta
make sure we
go.
can bring him back. Yeah.
we gotta go. We gotta stop at the bank real quick first.
Yeah.
Dad?
Yeah. Pop. I don't remember what she called her father, but yeah, he gave us the
Oh, yeah, he
inheritance basically.
Yeah, he gave us the ledger actually, so we can just go where we need to go and they'll take what they need to take.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, wow. So we need to
Wait, so did we also lose Amelia? Because she's
well
not
she's
there.
she stayed at the
Oh,
temple.
She's with Pain right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She's at
okay.
the
I
temple
hope
of
so,
Sun.
at least.
Okay.
She did have like weird black eyes and her necklace is glowing and stuff, but I'm sure that's totally normal. Probably.
I get
She's still out of
magically
time.
teleported away, and Pain dies, and Amelia's often.
Well,
To be fair, it's been a
Crazy
few
town.
days.
It has been a few days and stop magically disappearing, and then that won't happen anymore.
No.
Okay, then we're at an impasse. Let's go get this taken care of. All right, so she'll gather up her things. She's got that pep back in her step, like what had been missing for the past few days. Now that Canis is back, she seems much more Lyra-like. Oh, Dench met Papa last night. She'd be saying this like as we're walking.
Oh yes, it did.
Oh, I bet that went well.
It did.
Yeah,
Did you
it went
think
well.
you two were dating?
Pie was good.
What? Where's?
Did he think you two were dating?
Oh, I didn't expect you to repeat it. I don't think so.
Really? I really would have thought you would. I feel like that's his first impression every time you bring someone up.
She is bright red again, like she was at the table last night, Dench, and she's like walking way faster than she normally does.
Well, he was, I will say, very surprised to see me there. I mean, I suppose it would have been surprising for anyone to see a person such as myself all dirty and from the road and messing up your carpets and all that.
Oh, don't worry, they'll get cleaned. Okay, so we are at the temple, everybody. So let's go get Pain back. Clearly changing the
have to.
subject.
Stone back, Pain back. Okay, so you guys arrive at the. You chit chat through the street, but you arrive at the Temple of Celestian. And as you come in, Amelia has at this point reclaimed her her position as sentinel over Pain's corpse. Today is the 6th. It is the 6th, so you guys still had some time before this got into a really sticky situation. It became way more fucking expensive than it should have been. But as the doors kind of open, Amelia, you would look over and see Lyra, Canis, and Dench all walk through.
As we're walking through, Lyra would be pointing down at Canis, all excited.
I think Amelia is the priestess actually like right there.
Yes.
Rosamund. Okay. I think Amelia is going to just kind of just quietly. I think that means he doesn't get to hide under the pews this time.
There are people in here, by the way, just FYI. So a couple here and there.
Oh, if she was in the middle of something, obviously.
No. Nope, she was not. There are just people in here giving blessings. Or asking for blessings or whatever they do, whatever these religious people do.
Lyra would approach the high priestess and give a respectful nod. And she would say that we do have means to pay for whatever needs to be done. Hopefully, just the raise dead spell.
She kind of nods and she says, "Well, I hope that's all we need with a name such as his. I fear the worst and hope the best."
Me too.
That's a concerning thing to say.
That's very concerning.
Have you never heard of the term Stone Soul? And for somebody whose name is Stone
Oh.
Pack.
I see.
Would I have heard of that?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
common. It's pretty common tongue.
I understand.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I was just, yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, he's too
Stubborn.
determined to to see this through. He'll be back.
Unless, of course, he's drinking Fire Belly with Mortine right now.
That could complicate this ritual severely. You see, she kind of cracks a smile.
All right, you got me again. That was back-to-back double whammy. You got me.
I'm sorry. We have to keep a light heart in the face of dark times. She stops next to his body. And she puts her hand on Amelia's shoulder. Could you and he bring the body over to the center of the room, and we'll begin what we need to begin? You said you brought monetary compensation for the scroll, yes? Yeah, she looks to Lyra.
Lyra takes a big breath and holds it and hands over the ledger.
She takes the ledger, kind of confused at first, but she squats down, literally, just like on the stones, just like, you know, one of the guys. Opens it and she looks at it and she kind of looks up at it and she goes,
It's that important.
Oh, understood. And she takes her quill and she kind of, you see she notates and she draws a very fine line, and you see she signs her name and she folds it back up and hands it to you. And you would see that she notates a 500 gold deduction from the from the ledger, excuse me, for a 4,500 remaining, with her signature.
As Lyra looks at that, there's like a big gulp, almost like she's trying not to vomit, and she'll put the ledger back. And in Celestian, she'll say, "Thank you."
Celestial?
Celestial, excuse
Okay.
me.
Okay, right, pretty much Celestial. I mean, come on. She'll look to you and in Celestial say, obviously, Amelia, you would understand this too. She goes, "I was unaware that you spoke the language of our people. Are you a follower?"
No, I just, everybody else was learning, like, the more common ones, and I wanted to be useful.
Well, I don't think the laugh
I
at the
learned it
beginning
with
of
her.
that was necessary, but okay.
I learned it with her, he says in Celestial.
She looks down at Canis and goes, "Glad to see you're back."
Oh, me too. Well, a little bit disappointed, but I'm here.
Oh. All right then. Let's raise your friend from the dead, shall we?
Let's.
All right. So you guys, I assume, carry Pain down.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys bring Pain, his body, down to, and I just so you guys know, I know we are at 10. Before I move forward, before we start this, is everybody cool if we go like another 10, maybe 12 minutes?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I was afraid we're gonna be like, and that time, ha, bye.
And fuck you, Pain. Pain, are you cool with that?
Fuck you, Pain.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I would be fine stopping also, but I am fine going longer. It would have made me laugh if it was like, nah, you gotta wait till next week.
I tried so hard. I've been rooting for you, champ.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, Kat, you're good?
Yeah, it's a bank holiday tomorrow. I'm good.
Oh, that's right. It's Martin Luther King Day tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, they got the kids home. Lucy, you good? Good. Okay.
All good?
I know Candace is good because she's my wife. Okay, so the high priestess, she lays the scroll out, and she pulls this bag out, and she lays out crushed diamond dust in a large circle around his body. She uncovers his body and kind of momentarily kind of like takes a breather because he's a little on the ripe side after being dead for so many days. And she begins the ritual incantation. So, for those of you who are not aware of how my rituals work, actually, this is his first death, so he does not really get a whole lot to it. However, I will allow any party member who would like to add anything to the ritual that could potentially bring him back from the dead to add that now. And that is in the form of items, gifts to the ritual, gifts to him, words of wisdom, anything you would like to add to the potential success rate. And if not, that's okay too.
I do hold
Well,
on.
I don't think Dench has anything really like physical to give. Well, I suppose he has one thing. Yeah, Dench would approach Payne and kneel down and say, Payne, I'm so sorry this has happened to you. If it wasn't for my decisions, you may have still been alive today, and we would not be pulling you from the arms of Mordine as you, I'm sure, are right now. But take solace in knowing that once you're alive again, I will do my best to make sure that this does not happen to you or anyone in our party ever again. And he'll remove one of his +1 arrows and place it on his chest.
Oh
Say,
shit.
this arrow will protect you, and laugh. And I'll step back.
Okay. So the arrow, as it touches his chest and kind of lays on there, you see it glows momentarily hot white, and it begins to become molten. And as it does so, you see the high priestess looks up at you and she smiles through her incantation, and she utilizes it to infuse into the ritual, and it vanishes into his body.
Lyra would step up next. She would have one of her light hammers in her hand. And she'd kneel down and and she would say, I know that I haven't had this for very long, but I feel like I maybe could have used it to try to help you, so I think this is appropriate. I would really like you to come back and learn more, and I'd like to learn more alongside you. Also, I've never had fire belly, so you need to fix that. And then she'd stand up.
Okay. Anybody else?
Amelia, I'll let you go first. You look like you have something.
No, I think Amelia is just praying quietly, just kind of helping at this point where she can. Um, I don't think she has something specific to add here, that at least not that she hasn't already said.
Understood.
Then Canis will kind of like look at everyone, look at Payne, and he'll say, I obviously don't have anything to give, and being as honest as I usually am, I didn't truly like you. I also don't think you should deserve to die. You were annoying and nosy, but you might just be what these three idiots need sometimes.
All right, bear with me 1 sec. Okay, so sorry, I have a lot of my resurrections are very, very, very weird. There's a sliding scale, number of deaths versus versus things people add, yada yada yada. So, Pain, you have, especially because of Dench's addition, there has been a 1% chance reduction in your death, bringing your death chance for a first death character from 2% to 1%. Everybody else's has kind of funneled into that. However, it is your choice now when I throw these percentile dice. Would you like it to be a 1 or a 100 that is your failure?
Why change things? One has to be the failure.
All right. Would you like me to roll digital dice or physical?
Can you roll it so everybody sees it?
I could pull my camera down for sure. Yeah, if you want to.
That
You
would
want me
be
to do
kind
that?
of cool,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. All right. Hold on.
These aren't the dice that have killed Candace a few times.
No,
so
those
he
are
told
mine.
us.
No, these are my Marcus dice. These are the dice that usually kill me. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna...
that's fine then.
It doesn't fucking matter. All right, I'm gonna throw them, and then I'm gonna pull my camera up and just show them down. Okay. All right. So 001. No bueno.
These are the ones that killed me, by the way. It better not be a 1. You gotta be. Oh, you scared me. I saw the 1.
Why started
71. I saw. Oh shit! I got snagged. Hold on.
Yeah, seeing the 1 and then seeing the 0 before the 7, like.
It's backwards because it's yeah. It was a 71. Okay, so we have succeeded, and that puts Pain at a 1. Pain, I have something for you before we jump back into the resurrection portion here. Just bear with me for 1 moment. So, Pain, in the darkness, as you have drifted through the void, a dark void, a very, very, very dark void, which is not, by the way, what the priests of your people have told you would be your afterlife, as you have been, full stop, dead. There is a pause in your drift through the blackness, and you hear the sound of a massive hammer hitting an anvil. As the energy rings out from that, you see a flame in the distance, and you hear something call to you.
Do I see a stoneback in front of me again?
I failed.
No. You've not failed, child. Your friends failed you. And they're beating the shite out of themselves for it.
Perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Well, for fuck's sake, I suppose it's time to get you back then because they're calling you home. I thought home was going to be here. I was going to let you drift around in the darkness for another century or so, but who am I to argue with a ritual?
I do appreciate that. I was not ready to join you at the forge. I wasn't ready.
That's good. That's good because, to be completely honest with you, Stoneback, I wasn't ready to have you at the forge. I think you and I are both well aware that your people, your clan as a whole, hasn't entirely earned my favor, even though I grant your priests a little bit of this and that from time to time.
That is fair. I understand.
Good. Prove the rest of them wrong. Prove me right. That I've given faith through doctrine back into your people so they can reforge my forge. Reforge my fucking forge. Please. I've been going at this forever. And all I get is souls coming to me out of the wee darkness. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of it, Stoneback. Have the grace of your people in your mind and reforge me. It's about time we gathered ourselves and pulled us out of darkness. There are darker things in this world right now. Trust me. I can see it working on the back burner. It's time to shine, my boy.
I will do my best. The best I can do. I'll do it.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Alright, looks like Celestian's calling you back home. Suppose I'll let you go. Oh, one more thing. Not everybody from your group, the ones who were sent out, are gonna make it. And that's okay. But those who don't, make sure you have the decency to have a fucking conversation with them, yeah?
I will.
Well, that's my boy. Alright, back to the world of the living then, I suppose.
And with that, there is another massive anvil and hammer. And as the wave of energy rolls out in front of you, you are pulled backwards suddenly down into the void, and you guys standing around in the prime material see Pain suddenly in his dead form takes a sudden breath. And his eyes flicker open momentarily, and then he drops into a state of unconsciousness, to which he kind of semi-lulls back around to. And you see the flesh on his face knits ever so slightly, just enough to not make it a mortal wound. His chest, the flesh and the muscle grow back ever so slightly, just enough to make it not a mortal wound. Pain. So for the next 4 days, you will be suffering a -4 penalty to attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. And each long rest you finish reduces that by 1 until it disappears. And I'm going to copy and paste that in the chat.
When the ritual has completed and he is awake, I am dumping my lay on hands into him.
And he immediately comes to consciousness. As you do that, yep, and
yeah, you're
there's a
getting the
burst
full
of
15.
yeah, there's a burst of silvery light. Pain, you immediately regain 15 hit points, and you come back to full consciousness, but feeling sick. It's kind of like a summoning sickness. If you're thinking like Magic the Gathering, it's like you are well. We call it resurrection sickness in the LARPing world. But as you come back, you feel very weak and ill, and your body needs time to process what has just happened. So.
And of course, seeing Pain, regain his life again, like Dench kind of like dropped onto his knees, and he's like openly weeping like a big baby, kind of like hand on Pain's shoulder, and just like just blubbering for a moment there.
You'd feel a small gnome-sized hand on your shoulder, give a little squeeze as well.
And I'm conscious then? Like
Yes.
fully?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Welcome back to the world of the living, baby.
Everything hurts.
And
That's
a
almost
Slightly
exactly
less.
it. Yeah, like he hasn't moved a muscle yet, and he's like, just oh, it's miserable.
Payne, I have questions.
Lyra,
Oh.
the questions can wait a little bit. I think he could
now,
use
guys.
a good meal. Something to eat besides trail rations, perhaps?
Yeah, let's get you fed. You haven't eaten in days.
How long's it been?
3,
Well,
About 4 days.
We're back in Willow Hollow. We're currently
Gosh,
in
we are.
the Church of the Stars. And we have a lot to talk about. Then I'm going to turn and say to just thank you, priestess.
There's no need to thank me. And she kind of points up towards the moons at the far eastern end of the room.
It's immediately going to be a quiet, just thank you prayer there as well.
She steps back and lets you guys actually, she's going to step aside and she's going to actually, you know what, I take that back. She's going to go and start just kind of talking to people in the pews.
Just watch this major ritual happen.
Yeah, they were just like, what? Like, yo, 5 people or 4 people just got to watch somebody get brought back from the dead. That doesn't happen in a lifetime.
If you want, like, pretty good food, we could go to a tavern. If you want really good food, we could go back to my house.
Your dad makes an amazing pie.
It does make great
I can barely think. Just have you ever gotten a lecture by your father for doing something wrong?
Yeah,
and-
about
Yes, all the
12
time.
hours ago.
And my body hurts. My gosh, like stiff.
Like moments ago, you didn't have a chest cavity, so
It's gonna hurt, from what I understand.
Feel like a crusty, hanky, and slightly fishy. Can we still get to that bathhouse?
Well, I don't think so anymore, but we can get you hooked up. Don't worry.
Yeah, you
Get
guys.
cleaned up, fed. Yeah.
I'll just follow you guys for a little bit.
She'll offer a hand to
Collect
help
myself.
him, like, stand up and...
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy.
Then she'll get the other arm and help him up. Yeah.
It's easy enough to get him up. You guys can feel that, like, his muscle structure is really weak. He's shaky. It's like he's got the flu, essentially. He's just very shaky, very weak, and not feeling himself. But he is alive and well. So, that is where I think. What, Amelia? What do you want me to do? It's 10:20. Again, look, we don't play for 4 hours. I wish we played for 4 hours, but we don't. That's where we'll end it.
Lucy, get a better time zone.
Just come live with us. You're a fourth kid anyway.
Everybody else, quit your jobs.
Gladly.
Ain't that the truth?
If I could justify quitting my job just to play D&D, my God.
Seriously.
Oh man, let me tell you.
In a second.
I'm slowly introducing my core team to the world of D&D. I did the Neverwinter adventures, the Bedlam one, which is kind of like the exit escape game.
Yep.
It's D&D.
Yep.
Ran them through that. A couple of them were actually starting to get into the actual RP aspect, and all of them got sets of dice for the holidays, so we're getting there.
Nice. Did they like everything? Yeah,
Yep,
good.
a couple of them, you could tell some of them were hesitant, and then by the end they were making horrific jokes and in character and just the perfect bridge. And I'm just
Hell
like, yes.
yeah, one of us. All right.
It only starts with one dice set.
It's all. Look, as somebody who, on average, in this house has 900 to 1,500 sets of dice, may or may not because I own a small business that specifically uses those, but we have a lot of fucking dice in this house. I totally get that. Okay, does anybody, before we log tonight, and I appreciate everybody else's extra time, does anyone have any last minute questions, comments, concerns, clarifications that we need to situate before next week kicks off?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Lucy.
So because of Candace's campaign, how did time work where I was?
Time seemed to fly. That's a good question. God damn it, Candace, and your fucking time bullshit. Time seemed to flow naturally. The day and night cycles did seem the same. So if they are referencing hey, today is the X of Winnell, you'd be like, yeah, it is, right.
Okay, cool. So it did feel like that 5 days of that.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, and there were day and night cycles, even though it was the weird realm that you were in. I won't spoil it for anybody for roleplay purposes, but...
Perfect. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm. Good question. Anybody else?
Just, how dare you?
I'm sorry.
Well, he helped us
No, you're
bring
not.
Pain back.
I tried so hard.
He could have been like, nah, fuck yourself.
I've been trying. I've been fighting fucking tooth and nail. I was like, even during some of those moments where you guys were like, well, maybe we should go back. And I was like, shut the fuck up and just go back to town.
It's funny.
But RP wise, it made total sense that was even on the table. I was not gonna. I was like, hands off. This whole week, I was like, Candace, I am hands off. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. I'm ready one way or another. You gotta go back to fucking town eventually anyways. So, or you TPK and we all roll a new party and you guys are gonna go in there to figure out what the fuck happened to the last party.
I was mostly afraid of us going through all of this and then going back there, finding the place completely abandoned, and there being a 500 gold diamond fucking just sitting on top of a giant pile of treasure. I'd be like, you motherfucker.
It may
and
still
then
happen.
a scroll of find familiar next to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Lyra and I both left last session thinking we were going to short rest and go back to Willow Hollow. That's why I asked on Monday, what the hell are we doing? And then you guys said that. I was like, fuck, I misunderstood completely what the plan was. Completely misunderstood, because Lyra was like, I don't want to go back in there. I'm not going to die in there. And you guys were like, okay, yeah, let's take a short rest. I'm like, cool, that was easy. Nope, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
If you hadn't suggested going back to Willow Hollow the way that you did and said some of the very specific things that you did, Amelia might not have gone back.
Logic.
That would have been fun.
No. It was 100% against the the paladin versus logic bit there.
Right. But I used So Lyra, well, we're gonna get deep down a rabbit hole, and Lucy needs to go to bed.
I also would like to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On that note,
Session.
everybody have an excellent week, and now we have the entire party back together. By the way, just to be clear, the only reason this entire party got thrown as fucking far off as they did is because Lucy decided to take fucking vacation for a week. And,
Lucy.
you know, and I'm glad you had fun with the fucking monkey stealing your fruit on the savannah. Just kidding.
I gave you my dates
I did have
already.
fun.
I'm sorry.
No, your dates are great though, because they're like so far the fuck out that it's like
I
not that
gave you
big of a
the
deal.
entire year.
I know,
already.
that's what I'm saying. And I was like, in one of those dates, we're gonna be probably gone too, so it's not a big deal.
If you're not, I'm going to be very sad. Just say.
Me too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I need to give you some dates as well, I think. But
Okay. Yeah, if you guys got them,
following week.
yeah, if you guys got them, send them to me. As long as I know like a week or two out, it's not that big of a deal. So, okay, we'll see you guys next week. We got everybody back. We're gonna have some fun.
Hell yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See yous. All right, let's find someone to raid. We got Tech. Ooh, Tech's playing Final Fantasy? Oh, wow. Tech is playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy 4.
Final Fantasy 4, that's wild. All right, yeah, we'll go ahead and raid. We'll raid Tech. All right, give me one sec. This is a very random game for Tech because he usually plays like CRPGs and like MMO games. So this is interesting.
That's very different for him.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and raid out to him. We'll see you next week for session 15, and thank God we got the whole group back. I'm excited to hear. I mean, I don't not like hearing 3 voices, but I'd rather hear 5. So, yeah, here we go.